Hey, trucks and planes, how you doing? Exato Tech, how you doing? Just finishing setting up here. There we go. Matthew, hey, hi. Won't be long, I'll be with you guys. Just finishing setting up. There we go. No, that's not it. There we go. There we go. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Ça va bien ici aussi. Température, il pleut au bout, là. J'espère que ça va débarrasser de la neige. C'est sûr. On a eu du verglas tantôt, là, il pleut seulement. Trucks and planes, I'm good. Okay, I'm glad you're doing fine there. I'm doing good also. I just finished saying that right now it's pouring rain out here right now. Yeah, we had ice rain a while ago. Hey DJ, how you doing? There we go. This is what it's doing here right now. That's our weather right now. Oh, cool. What color did you get, Matthew? Severe weather for me today. You must have been getting thunderstorms and everything, trucks and planes. Hey, Bill, Newfound Drone Productions. How you doing, Bill? Did you get any snow today, Bill? Because I was listening to the weather forecast. You guys are supposed to get another 25 centimeters. Hey, Drone Shots. Nice to see you. I'm sorry to hear you got crappy weather down there, trucks and planes. Yeah. It started raining here not too long ago, just before supper. We're going to have this all night. It's going to be really icy in the driveway. I know that. Maybe even some tornadoes today, they said. Wow. Okay, Paul. No problem. You never got the snow? Okay. I got white. Oh, cool. Oh, you're lucky, Bill, because on the weather, there was calling you guys supposed to get 22 to 25 centimeters. Welcome to the live chat. Remember, guard your privacy and abide our community guidelines. And Trump for king. Drone shots. Well, we knew we were going to get the rain today, but didn't know exactly around what time it was going to happen. Got freezing rain at the beginning, and now it's just raining pure rain. Well, at least get rid of some of this bloody snow. Michael McReynolds, how you been doing? Hope your health is good there, Michael. Good. I'm glad to hear that. You're doing good. Yes, sir. Yeah, Val and Kim are supposed to go on tonight, but Val cannot go on. So they're taking a break tonight. So I said, okay, I'll do it for tonight. It's like I don't have a life. It's okay. I hope some of you guys got to go flying today. Oh, that's cool there, Bill. If you want to post it on here, go ahead and post it. Or if you want to post it on your video or something. Okay, Trucks and Planes, you take care now. Thank you for coming in the chat. Okay. There it is. That's my email. Hey, Paul. Oh, you sent me an email. Okay. Okay. Hey, Paul. I sent you a link a while ago. I don't know if you got it or not. If you didn't, just let me know. Oh, you didn't get it again? What the hell? Okay, I'll send it to you again there, Paul. Invite. Sent. I just sent it again, Paul. Explicit, how you doing, Philly? Okay, Philly, I just sent you a link. No, not that. I don't want that. No, not this. Got it. Okay. This is a picture Bill took tonight of the moon. Not bad at all, Bill. I'll do a full screen there. There we go. Yeah, very nice, Bill. Ah, what the hell did I do there? There, okay. Whew. Dodged a bullet there. Hey, Max Air 420, how you doing? Explicit FPV, swine flu. Good day, good day. Philly, I sent you a link also. No swine flu, no. I don't need that picture. Not interested in those kind, that's for sure. Hey, Paul. How you doing?
I am doing. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. No, I was on I was emailing YouTube and all that.
Yeah? How'd that go?
Uh, Not bad. We had a private chat on YouTube with the YouTube representative. Hi, Billy.
Oh, Roger.
Guys,
Oh, Paulie.
Hey, Michael.
remember the super chat there the other night?
Yep. Yep.
Well, I still get no money deposited on my super chat channel page. So I sent them an email. We chatted together. Then I had to send them the link of the live stream plus 3 photo shots of the money that's missing. In other words,
Wow.
we're gonna look into it.
Roger, that happened. I don't understand. I'm just popping in, so I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. But today on my treadmill and a couple times now this week, I've gotten a super sticker and a super chat that did not show up on the sticker. People were sending me a sticker and they're going, "Hey, did you get?" I'm like, "No, look, yeah, I ain't got no sticker."
Yeah.
And the guys had literally come back and say, "Well, they billed me. Where'd the money go?" So
Yeah.
they want me to call. Is that what happened to you? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
So what do I do?
For me, it showed the money in the super chat itself. I mean, in the chat.
You saw it.
But
Okay.
it never went into his account.
Yeah, never went into my account. So, yeah.
Oh shit. I need to check that. I need to check that. Mine, Roger, the sticker didn't go up, and they billed the guy.
Okay.
And no sticker, no nothing, no, but on the little card at the top,
Yeah.
it showed that the money was building, but
Okay.
nothing showed. So I'm like, wait, there's $40. Because I started putting money in, I'm going, well, wait, let me see if it works for me. So
Yeah.
I started putting $5, $2, and it was billing me. It would say, don't worry, there's been an error, but don't worry, we're not going to bill your account. And then bam, PayPal would pop up and go, you just paid so and so,
Yeah.
Billy Joe Life $5. It's like, wait,
Yep.
you just told me you weren't billing my account. So I don't know what is going on, but my second question would be, who do I call?
Hey Jay, how you doing? Well, it's YouTube support.
YouTube support. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you type that into Google, it'll give you a phone number.
Oh,
Well,
it will.
I didn't phone. What they do is you click on YouTube support, then you'll check, see what's going on. Is it for what reason? You type in for what reason. Then they'll
Okay.
ask you if you want to chat. Then you go straight and you chat with a guy right away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So because you're monetized, Roger, you don't have any specialty thing? Is that anything? So we don't get anything special.
No, you got to be big time to get a personal rep.
Oh, I thought because
But according to Andrew, even he has an assigned personal rep, but they
Yeah.
don't usually help him either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Jay, how you doing?
Welcome in. Let me get some coffee, guys.
62. Okay there, Max Air. It's raining like a bugger right here right now. Started raining around 5 o'clock. I got a box too. I bought a box of 50.
No, I got 20.
Because I got one of each side, like anything upstairs.
I had to go over and drop off a prescription for Mia. It's a refill. And I looked on it and it was almost a month old. And I figured I better get it in and refilled.
Yeah.
Because the next thing you know, they're going to say, oh, no, this is too old.
Ah.
Because it's for gabapentin, which is a neurological
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
And it's a controlled substance. So,
Hey Ed, how you doing? Love my drones. Possible big storm Saturday, snow, sleet, etc. Well, keep it at your end there, explicit. That's for sure. There's nothing in the forecast for that. They said it was supposed to rain here today, and it started kind of late. Montreal got it early this morning, and then we just getting it now.
hey, I love my drones. Rigor Mortis is here. Swine flu FPV.
This is what it's doing right now here. So it's coming down pretty good. Waterloo's harder than that.
That rain or snow?
It's raining.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for hitting that like button. Much appreciated. It does help out the channel, guys. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow, so same old cooking dinner, watching the deer in the yard, cutting my grass. You already cutting your grass down there, rigor mortis? I'll take the stupid hurricanes and tornadoes. I wouldn't. Yeah, so like I was having supper on my literally here at the desk, and I was typing out to YouTube, then I was eating some more and then typing out to YouTube. Yeah, forget the tornadoes for sure.
Yeah, pretty windy here in Philly. Our weather today, it was 60 degrees. Yesterday it was like 20 something.
Yeah.
Today it's 63 degrees was a high
Wow.
today. Unbelievable.
Hey, Prop Gear, long time no see. How you been doing?
Love my drone says, Mikey, what the heck?
Uh, why we only had 1/2 day of snow this year? Rigor mortis, because you were bloody lucky. Yeah. About the average.
We need snow down this way. Roger sent us some.
Well, yeah, you haven't gotten any hardly at all, have you?
Couple years.
Well, I know there's no skidoos tonight. That's for sure.
Mm-mm-mm.
Not in this rain.
There's always crazy marks, though. They're saying you never know. Maybe we'll get something this year, this month.
Yeah. Well, I've been pretty busy today. I went out. I had to go to the bank and then pick up a little bit of groceries and come back here. And then I've been on the phone almost all afternoon. Been on with YouTube. It was quite busy today.
Yeah, that's a lot of work to have to take the screenshots and then do all that and then to email it back and forth. I mean, and you know what you're doing, Roger. So for a guy that doesn't know what they're doing, that could be a lot of work.
I don't know how to take screenshots on this keyboard. I tried to figure it out the other day. They tried to explain it to me, and I couldn't find where they wanted me to go. So Andrew did the screenshots for me. So.
Well, here, Roger, I'm going to take my camera and show you where my screenshot stuff is.
Yeah, show me where.
Okay, here's how I do it.
Everybody's keyboard's different, though, Paul.
Yep. But see, well, of course, it's backwards for me. Let me see orientation. Okay. Do you see? I've got a camera right over top of the button. At the top there says screenshot. You see it?
No. You just hit a button.
Right there.
Yep.
Print screen, same type of thing. Print screen right there. So what I hold down is the control key over here. At the same time, I hit print screen.
Now you're making me wonder if my thing has something like that.
And then once you do that, you immediately go over to
sorry about the noise.
Go down to like on mine, I have this screen here. Okay. And then over here I have paste. And you paste it there and it comes up. Like let me do a print screen. Okay, let me back out of that. Okay, I'm going to do a print screen.
Okay.
Controls being held down over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me put this in my mouth.
Well, I'm doing too.
Did I hit the right one? No. Print screen. Print screen right there. Okay. By holding the control down, hit print screen.
Okay.
Okay. So then I go down here to the bottom of my screen. You probably can't see it, but it is.
You see the picture?
Yeah, right down there. It looks like a file.
Mm.
Okay. Click on the file and that brings up. No, you don't want that one. Sorry. Right next to it, there is one that looks like a palette on mine. Looks like a painter's palette. It's called Paint. I have Paint down there.
That's what you use to.
I click on that, and then I do paste, paste, boom. There it is. And then I can make it smaller like that, and then I can work with it however I want to.
Can you
And if
email
I
it?
want to save it, then I just go up here to the top and save it.
Okay. Okay, Paul.
All right.
I'm really confused now, buddy. Thank you. No, between the palette and the other one, I'm anyway. But I'm wondering if my computer though says something about print screen now. My thing. I bet you they all have something.
Yeah, they all have a print screen up there. It's usually at the top, and your control key is usually either on each side on the outside of where your space bar is. It says CTRL, CTRL.
Yeah. Yes, love my drones. Completely confused.
Oh, I see it. I see
Yep.
it. It says print screen, bro.
Yep. Yep.
Get out of here.
You hold the control key down and you hit print screen.
Okay,
It
the little
won't
thing.
tell you. It won't tell you anything. But then when you go to whatever you want to use, you go over there and then you tell it to paste.
Okay, hold on. So circle, I call it circle, not control.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
circle and print screen.
Print screen. Okay.
Right now what?
Now you gotta where do you want to put it to? What is
I want to
your,
just look at it. I don't know. I just want to see if it
Well, you
works.
got to put it in something.
Hey, Corey,
I use paint is what I.
Oh, so what did you have to open up paint?
Yep.
Oh, I don't know, Paul. Where did it go? Didn't it when I just printed the screen? Didn't it go
No,
somewhere?
no. It's sitting there in limbo.
Oh, come
So
on.
when you bring up paint, you'll go to paint, and then you'll take and you'll go. There's a right on the left hand side below file. There's
Roger,
a,
you know it's bad when
Paste.
Paul's teaching computer.
yeah,
Paul is
yeah.
teaching, you know I'm bad, bro.
And then you go to paste and you click on the paste and it says paste. And once you click the paste, then it brings it up full screen. And then the bottom right of paint as percentage. And you click a negative and it takes it down to 50%. And the whole thing there is there.
Okay.
And then if you want to save that, then you go up to save and you save it to
Keep going. Yeah.
pictures.
But here's the thing, Paul. I just printed the screen. Where is it? You can't. It's got to be somewhere I can access it to put it into something.
It's in limbo. You have to go to something and then you paste it. You tell it you're going to paste
But how
it.
do I know? I don't know what application my computer uses to look at pictures. Yours is Paint.
We'll have to do that on Zoom one day, guys.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Have to Zoom it.
We're gonna
Because
have-
here's what it will do, okay? Every time you hit that and hit screen, print screen,
yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
it will change whatever it is. In other words, it erases what you did before. Now it's a new one. So it's like
So it's not
like
gonna
you
make 10 of them. Okay.
Yes.
Web view, web stream, copy stream. There's gotta be an easier way. I have Snip. Yes, that's what I have, dude. Love my drones. That's what I use. I was trying to learn a quicker way. I have something called Snippet. And when I right click my thing, nothing comes up here. See, Snippet doesn't work on Zoom though. Let me go off. If I go off the thing and right click it, yeah, Snippet don't work when you're on Zoom.
Hello, Lenny. Yeah, the
Snippet is an application that I downloaded on my browser.
hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Probably the best thing to do would be to go over on YouTube when you got some time and ask it to tell you how to do it. How do I use my print screen?
How to use print screen? Gotcha. Lynn Ann, what's that? I can't see the picture. What does Lynn say? Hello, Washington County News. How are you, my friend?
Lynn, nice to see you.
Hello, Lenny. She's listening to us old guys trying to teach. That's pretty good, Paul. You're teaching computers. Printing
No.
screen. Oh shit! My coffee's done.
Coffee? What? Coffee?
Coffee.
Roger, where's your coffee?
I only had one tonight after supper. I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Probably take one around 9 o'clock there, and when I close down, I'll have to have a look at my programs. And
Real or undecaffeinated, Roger, or regular?
oh, man, it's gotta have caffeine in it.
I'm thinking about doing the same thing, because I've been drinking so much coffee, as everybody knows. So what I'm thinking of doing, like you just said, maybe the morning up until lunch, do regular coffee. And then after that, cut
Yeah.
it or do something. It tastes just as good.
Oh yeah.
And print it. You snip it.
Hey, Robert, how you doing?
In the start
Hey,
bar.
Rojo.
The start bar. But when you're on Zoom, Corey, man, there is no like when you're in Zoom. Oh wait. Okay, so what he's saying is now, Paul. When you just, I'm sorry, Roger. Keep asking. I'm
Okay.
trying to learn. So, Paul, when you just printed the screen, did you do it in Zoom or are you on the YouTube part in Chrome? In other words, are you are you on Zoom right now? When you said I'm going to print screen, you're doing that on the Zoom page, right? You're not
Yeah.
on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So the other way would work, but I gotta be on. Nah, never mind.
Look at this guy. Hey, still here, just listening, cooking steak on the back deck in shorts. Nah.
Oh,
Great.
man,
Love global warming. Oh my God, Max Air.
that's amazing.
I'm gonna go unplug your computer.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Hey, Rojo, hope you're doing fine.
Rojo Droner. Where does Max Air live, Raj? Where's he living at?
I don't know.
Okay.
Can't remember. There's so many.
Where do you live at, Max?
What area of the country be you?
Because Alaska, we got issues. You know, the warm
Well,
weather.
look at Alaska. Alaska didn't get any bloody snow until we got about 4 or 5 storms. Then they got snow.
That's not good, man. That is not good. I'm telling you.
Hey, Jagged Scott, how you doing? Good evening. Good. Well, good morning to you.
Washington. I'm not crazy about the warm weather. I don't know. I don't know how these guys feel, but I think it's a fat guy thing. Even after I lost weight, I still don't like the heat. It's you got to put your air conditioner on. It's loud. In the winter, you can get warm in the winter. You can fix that issue. You know, let me close the door, cover yourself. You're good. You're all tidy, you know. In the summer, you do nothing but sweat and you're at the mercy of the sun. You're burning up.
Max here lives in New York.
Oh, okay. Pretty close.
Robert says to use a program called Snip and Sketch. It's
Okay.
easier.
Yeah, all right. Well, I use something called Snippet, which works fine if I'm on anything else. You right click it, you push the camera, I got the picture. But on Zoom, you can't do it.
Mm.
I think it might be a privacy thing,
Could be.
you know. But if I open Zoom in Chrome and go into the YouTube channel, I'll bet you I could. Let me see. Yeah, of course, because it's live.
Mike Roche says, you don't have to shovel heat, Mike.
Well, yeah, he's got a point there. He does have a point, you know. But you don't have, Mike, what are you talking about? See now you went there. You're not shoveling anyway. Mike Roche he's worth $80 million. He pays some little poor kid $5, not 10, 5. Could you shovel the whole payment? I'll give you an extra $3 if you shovel the driveway. So get out of here.
Corey Mann will just put a link in there for you, Michael.
Oh, for me. Thank you, Corey. Oh, you know what? I'm going to shut this down. Oh, man, I must look dumb. Thank you, Corey. I'm going to watch your link now. Opening. Oh, it ain't a video? All right. Note to the world. You got to send old guys videos. We don't want to read. Don't give me.
That's right.
Right. We're visual. Old men are visual.
Old geezers. Yep. You young whippersnappers.
Whippersnapper.
What are you calling yourself old? My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I know. Roger, I abuse this body. Trust me, man. I'm older than both of you guys physically. Mentally, I'll always be just an infant. but but my body's destroyed, man. It really is. Anyway, Corey, man, I'm not reading it. You're gonna have to send me one with a video. But thank you. Okay, I'll read it. Select the start. Oh, it's that easy. Wait, just select the start thing. Hold on, Roger. Now you know I'm gonna go. I'm hitting buttons now. So listen.
Okay.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. Your stream may just end right now. So just please
If
forgive
we
me.
hear a big kaboom, we'll know.
Corey man's problem, not mine. He started this.
Yeah.
I'll teach you.
Because Corey
All right.
Mano, he says, I work and create, install docs all day.
Uh,
The words
oh,
and
He
pictures.
works in computers, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, Corey, man, is I built 2 computers, but I just can't run them. It's the software part of things that just drives me crazy. I've always been the hardware. I'm a hardware guy, cabinet maker. Give me the, I'll turn it into something. But once it becomes something, that's yours now. You take it.
Well, for everybody in the chat that doesn't realize it, Michael, over the period of the last 2 years, has lost 380 pounds.
I thought they knew that. Or who's in the chat that you're telling that to? For the love
Well,
of God.
there's people in the chat that don't know you, Michael, and
Really?
and so when they think that you know you're
body like an amazing. Oh God, yeah. It's been a
talk
blooper.
about how you had previously abused your body. Is that what you're
Okay.
talking about?
Yeah, and it's not even about the other thing. It's about the other thing as far as drugs, being in recovery for that. It's the weight, guys. When you don't realize what weight will do to your joints and your back. And here's what I'm not talking about: fat guys that stay fat. That's actually healthy. If you've been overweight your whole life, good on you, mate. Just lose some weight. But if you've been fat, then been thin, then been fat, then been thin, then been fat, the body just, it destroys you, man. That's the yo-yoing that gets you. It's
Yep.
if you're just heavy your whole life, and you're heavy, but your joints kind of just adjust, and that's good. But I
Yeah,
just
because your highest was up around 600 pounds, wasn't it, Michael?
give or take about 30 pounds, yeah, give or take. So it might have been 570 or 630. Yeah, who knows, Paul?
Rojo, I sent you a link earlier. I don't know if you're up to it coming in. Are you feeling better? If you're not feeling good, let me know. I know that Kim's got a chest cold there. He's getting a little bit better, but he's got a hell of a
Everybody's
chest
telling you to keep at it, Michael.
I am. I'm going back. I'm reading it right now.
Okay.
Oh, now I destroyed it. Oh, come on. I need the link again. Wait. How did I do that?
Scroll back up.
Is it all right? Is it in there? Okay, I got it, Corey, man. Never mind. Boom. Okay. All right. Go into the snipping tool. Hit the start. Button. Type in snipping tool. Snipping. Okay. Roger, here we go. Anything can happen, please.
Okay.
It's
Hey,
not
Bird
my
in the Hand, how you doing?
Snipping tool.
Carpenter Rick, how you doing? Good evening.
Snipping tool is moving.
Of my drones. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Cuckoo,
Thank
cuckoo.
you everybody for coming in tonight. I wasn't supposed to be on tonight, but I'm replacing for Val and Kim. So thank you for hitting that like button,
Bird
everybody.
in the Hand, how you
Appreciate it.
doing, my friend?
Oh, this is neat. Press Windows logo key. Press Windows logo key. Shit. Oh, come on.
And I'll show you where all the snoring's coming from. It's right there.
Windows key. Windows key. Shift and S.
She's snoring.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool.
She ate broccoli tonight. Uh-huh.
Ooh, she'll be firing something.
Uh-huh. Well, Kim was there laughing. Look at her. She's eating broccoli. Look. You son of a... hey, Phantom PB, how you doing?
I did it. I did it. I took a snap roll, I guess. Oh, that's pretty easy, guys. But now what do I do?
Well, it's easy, Michael, but it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
So
No,
now
but
what you do is you go and you save it to where you want to, like your pictures or something.
oh, you're way ahead of where I'm at. I'm not there yet. I'm just on now. I'm trying to make a. Oh, you don't even want to know. What do I do now? This is
I
a
hope,
mess.
I hope you're doing good there, Phantom FPV. Yeah.
This is a mess. All right, I did that.
Yeah, I love my drones. I know. I know. Well, I got windows beside my bed, so I'm lucky.
Oh, save as. Yeah, save as.
Especially it's nice and mild out tonight. So
Phantom FPV, it's great. I'm doing okay here too. We had a halfway decent day today, but rain's probably going to be coming. It rained this morning, and now tonight, who knows?
well, it's raining here right now. It's been raining here since 5 o'clock.
That snoring is hysterical, Roger. Sounds like a human, man.
He is
So
human.
funny.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
Really? He snores? Yeah.
Oh, he snores worse than a drunken sailor.
Oh my God. Has he got breathing issues, man? You got to put him on an ass.
It's a she, Michael.
A she. You got to put what? They're dogs, Paul. He, she's. It don't matter. They cut most of them off anyway. Hey, listen. What's the Pasmic? What's that called? The Asmic? What's it?
CPAP.
CPAP. CPAP. You need the CPAP. That's hysterical.
Carpenter
Roxy
right
needs
there
his
all day.
CPAP.
Okay.
Hey, Rojo, we'll see you, my friend.
Later on, Rojo.
I'll be willing to bet your idea of mild and mine are two completely. Yeah, that's for sure. Completely different. Okay,
All
Rojo.
Coriamano is going to do his turkey flight.
Turkey flight. Oh, I got to see that.
Yeah, there was
Cool.
a whole bunch of turkeys. He came someplace. It wasn't in a big field full of nothing but wild turkeys.
Oh, I'm awesome.
Nice. Oh, talking about turkeys, we had one big mother one here in the yard today, a male. Of course, we had no camera down here,
Coffee.
but it was walking in the yard. So we're gonna have our turkeys here pretty soon.
Do you raise them, Roger, or they're just wild?
He just kills them.
No, they're all wild turkeys.
Oh, wow.
Mild is 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Here, mild is 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 45.
Anything over 32 is what I figure mild.
Yeah. At 45, I'll be outdoors in a t-shirt.
I gotta sell a product. Guys, I gotta sell a product. So this product right here is called the Quirksicle. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it, but there's these bottles. Now, this is the big one because everything Philly does is big. There you go. It's a Quirksicle. Now, they're a little expensive, but here's the benefit of a Quirksicle bottle. I just put hot coffee in here. I brewed coffee, filled up the canister. Tomorrow morning, if I get to this at 7 a.m., it will be hot enough to burn your hand. It literally keeps hot and cold. If I put an ice cube in here, tomorrow night, the ice cube will still be in there. It's absolutely amazing. I don't think anybody cares, but I just thought UFPVers, if you want, you drink coffee, they sell them in all different sizes. You get a Quirksicle, you bring it with you, you got coffee all day, hot coffee all day.
Thanks, Michael, but I don't drink coffee.
How much that bottle costs? A big.
Well, that's the problem. So this particular Quirksicle, I think, was about $40, but they do sell. I got smaller ones that are a little cheaper. This one's affordable, and guys, they take PayPal. They take PayPal. Amazon has. So this is the size difference.
Well, how
This
much is in each?
$24 for this.
How much is in? How much liquid does it hold?
Okay, this one I think is this is a 20-ounce one, and this is like 32 ounces. and it might be. Don't quote me on that. It might be a little bit more expensive than that, but that's the name. That's the name, Corksicle.
They almost
And,
like your urns.
Yeah, I thought you could put ashes in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it does. But they make them like have to fit in your car in the little coal.
Yeah.
But if you look it up, Corksicle, they're pretty expensive.
Yeah,
But
you
will
can
never-
have coffee in the morning, and you can bury grandma in the afternoon.
Yes. Shut up. Whoa, shut up.
A bird in the hand says stick some propellers on it and see how it handles the altitude.
But I mean, I'll never forget it because Sharon bought the little ones, and I'm like, "What's this $100?" And she's like, she said, "I bought the 2 bottles." I went, "Whoa, hold on, $100 for them 2 things?" So we argued. She's like, "Just trust me, drink the frick." And I screamed at her. And then the next day, I put something cold in it, and that night, I drank it and there was still ice in it. I'm like, "Honey," and I didn't want to tell her that she was right, but I'm like, "Honey, the thing is still the full ice cube, man. It's like 15 hours later. I'm getting up." Now it's okay. I says, "Okay, you're right. You do get what you pay for." So she is right. Sometimes you just it's worth it because I've spent so much money on other ones, $10, $12, $15. Put out the $35 once and get a good one. And she's been telling me this, by the way, for years. I just don't listen.
What is the outside of it, like aluminum or something?
Oh yeah, and the inside is filled with cork. That's why they call it Corksicle. Something must be with cork that it keeps things warm and cold. But it comes in a whole little pamphlet to tell you. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, it's aluminum, very light, and it comes in colors, like 1,000 different colors. But anyway, I don't know why I'm selling them. I'm just amazed by them. Like,
check out that link that Corey Mano put on there.
what is it?
There. It's about turkeys.
A turkey.
Oh, that's his turkey video. There you go, Michael.
Oh, it's not his video. It's pictures of it. You could almost put 3 of those turkeys together, and that's about how big the one was here in the yard.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Lynn just said to you, hopefully you apologized to her,
Hopefully you apologize to her.
to Sharon, when you were yelling at her.
I did, Lynn. I did.
And then she has an emoji for flowers would help.
Yeah. Yeah. Flowers. She don't really like flowers. But what I did, Lynn, which is better for her, she likes when I bring her tea and "Honey, can I get you something to eat?" Make her toast. She likes that stuff. So yeah, she got it. Trust me. Oh man, but I just thought it was kind of cool that you always get hot or cold. I don't know. You appreciate it.
West Haven, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Hey, West Haven.
I'm gonna have fun tomorrow morning on the telephone.
Well, who
thank
you got to
so
call
much, West
tomorrow?
Haven. Hey,
Who you got to call tomorrow?
garage where I bought my car. Anyway, I'll explain it to you.
Oh, okay.
When I get on the phone, tomorrow, that's my parents' house. They have pretty much spotted it to fly. Yeah. I saw a couple flying across the street today, and we had this big mother male turkey in the yard here. Kim says, "Come here, quick." So I ran up there, and that was a huge turkey. Yeah.
Hey, Roger.
Yeah.
West Haven just sent you a
Yep,
super
yep.
sticker.
Yeah. Super chat. Thank you so much, West Haven. So, it's all about that guarantee for my truck, for my car, and all that there.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a bunch of crap. And the guy sold me the car, I should say. Doesn't even work there no more.
Oh, really? So he was screwing people over, or what?
Yep. And I just saved myself $2,000 something too. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everything
So,
okay with your car, Roger? Everything's working fine?
oh yeah, the car's A1. So it's no problem there.
But he bought it from a shyster that tried to steal Mark Rogers' money for $2,000.
Yeah, he tried.
The salesman.
What do you mean? He gave him car.
He said to me that I'll sell you the car and all that, but because I passed by finance for sure, and he said, "Oh, the finance won't finance you if you don't take this deal, this guarantee."
Oh.
Okay, so I'll take the guarantee. So I said, whoa, wait a minute.
$2,000 warranty.
Oh, gotcha.
So I said, whoa, wait a minute. So what I did today, I found the bank where I do my business and all that.
Good job.
She says, he's full of crap.
Good
He didn't
job.
have to take that guarantee. So
Good
I got 30
job.
days to cancel it. So it doesn't make 30 days I got it. So I'm going to call him back. Now he doesn't work here no more. But the guy that owns the place, he's going to phone me tomorrow. So.
Well, make sure you also tell him about, you want to clarify the fact that he promised you that he'd give you all your money back if you didn't like the car in a year.
Yeah. Good one. Yeah. Or Roger, that there was already a warranty he sold you that came with the car. This was an extra one. Maybe try to get something for, but that is hard. Yeah.
I'm gonna have fun on the phone tomorrow. I know that.
Lynn says you need to.
Oh,
you need to send her to Pandora store.
Wait. How does she know about Pandora?
You've talked about it before.
Okay, guys. Oh, I'm not live. Okay, Lynn. No, I can't do that. I was going to say, if you come into my live stream tomorrow, I'll sneak upstairs. I'll show you what she has in her Pandora, and when you see it, you'll see why she can't holler about my drones. I got a couple little drones. They're just lonely. It's 2 of them, 3 of them, 4, 5, or 6. But she's got beads everywhere. They're hanging from the ceiling. They're swinging bracelets, earrings. She's hooked. She's got a problem. That ain't me. Just letting you know. A bird in the hand. Look at the names. That's crazy.
I'm sure you hear free services for life too. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, free oil changes for the life of the car, he told you.
Talking about oil change, I was supposed to get one this week. I'm going to do it next week.
On the new car?
Yeah, I'd rather change oil. I don't care who did it last time there, but I'd rather
Gotcha. Good job. Make sure it's done.
Yeah. Nah, I just I looked at a couple of videos how to change the air filters on the inside. The outside one's easy to change, but it's the inside one I wanted to change.
Oh, Lynn, you'll die, Lynn. I keep telling her to make her own channel, do her own channel with Pandora, and she's afraid to be on camera. Her answer to that is, "Oh, I'm too fat." Well, what do you got to do with it? Show your freaking hands. You don't have to show your body. Show your hands. But you women are lucky because that jewelry stuff, we're killing ourselves to get subscribers, and I guarantee you, within a week, she'll have more subscribers than me. 1 week. So, yeah, Pandora is pretty hot.
Oh, you just went over 260 subs, rigor mortis. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yes, everybody. Check out everybody's channels. Make sure you still got them supported because YouTube's been doing a purge lately.
Yeah. Say that again.
Hey, guys, on the 4th of this month, in 2 days, it'll make 2 years. I've been doing 7 days a week.
Wow.
On the 4th.
Wow, Roger.
Then on the 5th, it's my 65th birthday. So yes, sir.
So can I ask you a personal question? How do you feel? What do you get from it? Like 2 years of YouTube. around, 7 days a week, every freaking day. That's
Yeah.
that's better than a job, by the way. That's better record than a job. Because on jobs, yeah, a job they give you a week off, 2 weeks off a
Yeah.
year. You get sick days, and I'm sure you've taken a day here and here. Somebody else has done it, but for the most part, how do you feel? What makes you? What drives you to do this every freaking day and night? Sometimes, but so go ahead. Anyway.
Yep, carpenter rape. Yep. Tell you, addicted. There you go. Didn't
Who says
hit the word.
that? One word.
To tell you the truth, when I started off, I had a few people that bickered at me.
I remember.
Told me no good. Said you will never succeed. So I
Yeah,
says, well, we'll see.
it only takes one. Yep.
Yep.
To give you that push, right?
Yeah.
But that pain's got to be over, Raj. I mean, you don't think of them now, do you? Or is that still drive you?
I'm not thinking of it. No, but when I hit my on the fourth dot, I'll think of it.
Yeah, I love it. Yes, I love it. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. I don't know. I mean, we just talking about this on the other stream. Who's knocking? Anybody? Oh, who's knocking? Who the hell is knocking? Come on with these people that just knock on my door. Who is this?
Who's that knocking at my door? Who's that knocking at my door?
Who is this? Hold on, guys. I gotta answer this.
If they have suitcases in their hand, you know who that is. Not suitcases, but briefcases.
Yeah.
What is up? What can I do for you?
But we all love you, Roger. How is it possible that someone said that? Rigor mortis. As you know, YouTube has its haters. Knock 3 times if you want it. Yeah, okay, Lynn. Hey, Nacho. Hey, the drone police. They finally found you. Yes, Brent. 137 days to go for your next travel.
Yeah, the big and well, for us drone people, that it's like I hear them all talking. They it's like going to Mecca, when they go to Rajapalooza. I gotta believe though that the ribs help, Roger, because you make, from what they tell me, the best ribs they've ever tasted.
Well, I'm not gonna disappoint them again. I'm not gonna disappoint them. That's for sure.
I hear a female voice talking to Michael.
Everybody check out everybody's channel. Make sure you got them supported. I face Quebec 3 times per day myself. AC Drone Dude. AC Drone Dude? No. No. I won't be vlogging. My little Matt has a fleur de lis on the toque side, on the toque on it.
Rigor Mortis says he just like the others, he he prays 3 times a day towards your house there, Roger, towards Quebec.
Hey, Johnny West. Well, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Yes, the likes do help. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, poor Gary. He said he really scorched his nose out in the sun.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Brent, no problem. I'll send that now.
Let me just tell you.
Centroid's here too.
I
What
just
is
sent
up?
it to you.
Century. Again, I'm sorry. Oops, I'm sorry.
Hey, Centroid, how you doing? Okay, Brent, I just sent you the link.
Wowzers, man. So a guy was outside and just trying to squeeze his car into a spot. What do they call that? What's the saying? Trying to put a round peg in a square
Yeah.
peg in a round hole.
Yeah.
And then he thought, well, I'm going to smash the car. I'm just going to destroy this car. Let me knock to see if he can move. So thank God he did have enough sense to knock. So, but
Because he was going to hit your Cadillac?
Oh yeah, dude, just smash it up just to get his car in. He'll move it if he has to. That's what they do in Philly. That's why you have to take up enough room to take up 2 spots, but God forbid you leave just enough room. Like if a car's 20 feet, you leave 19 3/4, they're going to put their car in that spot and then just put it on top of yours. So you got to make sure you
I don't
up.
know how you do that, Michael.
I couldn't live like that, bro. Well, it's Paul. That's why I sit here with a freaking camera. It's amazing, dude. It's such a way of life that it's just not fun anymore. When it was younger, you let things go, but it ain't fun anymore because I don't sleep at night. That's partly why. But, so I moved the car back, and he's like, well, you're in a disabled spot now. I said, don't worry about it. I'd rather get a ticket than you have me cause $1,000 in damage to the car. So that's how they are too. Think about it. I'm going to squeeze my car in front of you and so that you got to back up into a disabled spot. Yeah, it's up to you. So what do? Argue with your neighbor or back up? Crazy, Roger. I'm telling you. You guys
move to the suburbs. Move to the suburbs.
I wish we could.
The country.
It's Pandora, Roger. It's all that Pandora.
Yeah.
Lynn's going to go, what about them drones? What about it's not the drones. It's the Pandora.
From your perspective.
Yeah. Nacho, that's funny.
I wouldn't be able to live like that.
No, I couldn't either.
Especially if we're parking a car. Like, where my son lives, he has 2 cars. I got to park in the street all the time. But if now the laws have changed that before you're not allowed to park from one time to another during the winter and all that. But now they took all that down because people were complaining there's no parking.
Yeah.
So they took all that down. But if you have a major snowstorm, you got to take your car out of the way, or you will get it towed.
They tow it. Yeah, they do that here too. So now imagine that. I mean, there's nowhere to park to begin with. But if they'll post a sign, street clearing tomorrow. And where do you put the car? Where do you want me to put it at? I don't care if the street clean. Where do you want me to put it in my house? Where do I put it? They go like this. I just move it off the street. I don't care where you put it. Just get it off here. Or they tow you. And dude, they love it because it costs you a few $100s every time they tow you. A couple $100 and you're at a car, and everybody needs their car. So you're going to come up with the money. Trust me. One way or the other, you got to borrow it.
Now, how many stories is your house, Michael?
2.
Okay.
There's a bunch of 2-story homes.
So if you had a lot of money and you wanted to stay there, you could have a contractor come over there for $1 million and make the first floor
garage, absolutely,
and live on the 2nd floor.
Well, I can even do better than that, Paul. It wouldn't cost $1 million. Maybe cost $50,000. I would have a pull-in garage halfway for just one car, and then use the second part of the front floor as a kitchen. Like just do away with the whole living room,
Yeah.
and do my kitchen and maybe a little dinette, and then a little door that opens into that.
Well, the house is probably wide enough to do that, isn't it? To have a 2-car.
Oh, no, you might be pushing it with a 2-car, but you might be pushing it. The other thing, Paul, is you got to get zoning, because now you're driving a car on the pavement. So it gets a little tough there. And you got to ask permission from your neighbor. So your neighbors on both sides of you have to okay the change, which I don't agree with.
What? I don't get that. That's your property.
Yeah. Well, but I don't get it either, Paul.
Hey, Gary.
What is up, Gary? I thought he was in China. What are you doing? Cuba.
Gary just got back from Cuba.
I hope your nose peels off just for being in the nice weather. Look at
that, baby.
Good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's giving me the finger.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it itches.
Oh, you can't scratch it. It'll bleed. It just bleeds. You touch it, it just explodes.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time down there.
Oh, we had a blast. It was just awesome. Last night was crazy. We got to the airport, and the bus dropped us off at the airport. And there was 500 people waiting to get in.
Oh,
All the computers went down. So they had to write out the
Handwrite
tags,
everything?
boarding passes all by hand. Oh, man. And you should see those people. They got a pen and they're trying to draw those barcodes, And just
Oh,
take
You
care
got
of
it. You're kidding me. No, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a real good time. I just downloaded off my phone 144 clips that I have to edit into videos. So
yeah.
it'll be a good time.
Wow.
Lots of work to do.
Oh, you were a procrastinator, Centroid. You waited to the last minute.
Yeah, I posted mine weeks ago, and they accepted a Canadian response, and
Kim posted his too.
yeah.
Everybody posted so far I know of.
Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah.
So you realize, though, let me just put my 2 cents. That was all formality, right? Everybody knows that, right? The whole response thing. Nobody's really, I guess there's always hope. But I mean, I don't know. Let me keep my mouth shut. But I think it's just formality. Oh, guys, Gad, give us your response, what you think,
But,
Okay.
yeah, even if they just skim through them, they'll see that everybody's saying the same thing. We all want safety. We just don't want somebody. My thing was, I didn't want somebody knowing exactly where I was out in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
coming up and stabbing me to get a drone for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Michael was just talking about that earlier about, when he flies center city and stuff and he takes off from a sidewalk and he's looking down at his controller and he thinks that the snatch and grabber is going to grab the drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, now they can they know exactly where I'm at. It's just coming, hey, there's this guy flying right there. Let's go get us a couple grand.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Be careful. That's for damn sure.
Central, you got a point. I understand it. Like I said, there's always hope, and but there's always hope. Hey, you got to do your part. So I understand, about the complaint. I put my complaint into short and sweet, but it's just, it's about money, guys. When it comes to money, when it comes to big money, you can't win. And when it comes to government, you just can't win. It's unfortunate, but I'll tell you, when people stick together, you can. When the numbers are so great that you can overturn things, we're strong in numbers, not 30,000 though.
He get him with the education approach. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I think that's a real good one. I think there are so many good paying jobs in aviation that if you can get kids involved in school,
Yep. Early.
they'll become the inventors. They'll become
Engineers and yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But do you think they read it? Think they actually going to read 32,000 complaints?
Well, they got enough people. The government, they got all kinds of people to read that stuff, and then they'll
Okay.
go, and then they'll huddle. They gotta have meetings, Michael. They have to have meetings. That's what they get paid for.
So,
Right.
so some person, right, that works for the government that is just, it's just that they can't wait to go home. Man, clock in, I want to go home. So, come on, they read the education and then they put it aside, and then they read it out and they put it aside, and then they put it aside, and then they go to this meeting. And they already know the answer. I guess that's the way I'm seeing it. I know that's pessimistic, it's negative, but it's my view of from where I come from. Remember, we covet what we see. All I see is nothing but negativity and the government running things. I mean, it's always this backward approach of, for instance, parking. I'm going to give you a perfect example. They came around to our houses, the city council, and said, listen, for $30 a year, we're going to put a little parking sign. We have a great idea. You put a little thing on your car, and now only people with a 24 sticker can park. Now, parking's been free my whole life, but the government had a great idea that if we start separating this and have every little area have a different sticker, there's going to be more parking, and you're not going to suffer from finding a parking spot. And that's what they sold. In other words, complain and you're going to change the rule, right? Same thing, get the sticker and it's going to be better for you. All it did was the parking's, long story short, parking's exactly the same, actually worse. And all it did is they raised the prices. The 34 turned into 64, which turned into 89. Now for the second car, it's 100. If you got 3 cars, it's 300. 4 cars, it's $100 a piece. So now we pay hundreds of dollars a year to park what used to be free street. And it's a multi-million-dollar a year thing. They'll never get rid of it now.
How
So
much you
people
paying?
have,
How much you paying a year?
we pay $67 for each car. We have 2 cars. So that's $70 a car to park on the street. And we can
That's
only
not
park in a 2-block area, Roger. They
Yeah,
made
that's
it
not
worse.
much. That's not much compared to here in Montreal.
Well, it was free. You pay to park in your garage?
No, in Montreal, to park in the street, some places you got to pay up to almost $200 a year.
Oh, no. Roger, in Philadelphia, it's thousands. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking
Okay.
about in front of my house.
Yeah.
Right in front of my house. The car that's in front of my house.
Yeah. Yeah. Same thing in Montreal.
That was, okay, out there. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And now if you got a motor bigger than a 6 now, you got to pay up to $400 to park
That's crazy.
in front of your house.
Michael, if you're stuck for parking, you can always come to my place.
Yeah.
You just don't know how
I
good
can
you
get, I can get 6 cars in the driveway.
Oh my God.
Hey,
You
Centroid.
have-
Hey, how's it going, gentlemen?
Come
I
on.
did send you a link at the beginning, Mark. I don't know if you
Oh,
didn't get
I didn't get that link. Gary!
What is up, Mark?
Hey,
How
Jerome
much? How you
Poole.
doing?
Good.
Good.
Hi, Jerome Poole. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
Actually, on the show that we're going to do Wednesday night, I may actually read my response and see what you folks think of it. If I mean,
I'd love to
Okay.
hear it.
Inclined to
Give
do
it to me
that.
now. Can you read it now? Or
You want
can't?
me to read it now?
I do. I would love to hear it.
Oh,
Dude,
Lord.
you know I love education. I love education.
Oh, okay.
I just don't like the teachers because they always make me.
You don't like me? What?
No, dude, if you were my teacher, I would be an excellent, math would be my #1 subject.
Oh, you're making me blush now. You're
I'm
making me
serious,
blush
dude,
now.
because you got to make it fun. When you teach something to somebody, if
Oh.
you come at me with all that serious shit, people ain't listening to that.
Oh, that's,
but if you
that's
make
true.
it fun, and we're,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Do you really want me to read this now?
Yeah. Newfound Drum
I
by
would
Bill
love
says,
to
do it,
hear
do it,
it.
teach.
I think
Okay.
I read mine on your channel.
Yay!
Yeah, well, there you go. So I hate to bore people with this, but it took me a while to think about this because everybody hit him with the same stuff, like Michael said,
Right.
the privacy and everything like that. So, and I threw a little dig in here and there. So, excuse me if I don't read out loud very well. I don't do this often.
Is your pronunciation right? The commas, what do they call that? Was that all right? The commas, the periods,
No,
the capitals,
Michael, we're talking pronunciation. You want to say cumulonimbus for me?
cumulative, and the testicular clouds. There's testicular clouds.
Wait. Not testicular.
Testicular clouds.
No,
right?
not this.
That's what it is.
Testicular clouds.
Testicular clouds. What are you laughing at?
Those are
Yeah,
the ones
wait
that are
till I
kinda
get-
like
Yeah,
that.
they're round, two little
Nimbus.
round.
You wait till I get my 107, and
You
I'm
know-
taking you with testicular
Cumulo-
clouds.
Cumulonimbus.
Cumulonimbus. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Close enough for government work.
But I know what it looks like. It's all you have to do. You don't have to pronounce it. You got to know what the word looks like. That's the right answer. Okay, come
Puffy
on.
clouds.
Yeah.
Puffy clouds. Yeah.
You sure you want to hear this? I don't.
Yeah,
wanna
go ahead, do it.
Okay, so
Okay, come on, teach.
okay, so here it goes. I'm a high school math teacher currently teaching college calculus and pre-calculus. I'm also an avid multi-rotor enthusiast. As an educator, I'm always trying to find interesting, relevant ways to connect content.
Teach. Can you slow that down some?
I
act
told
like
you I'm
it's
not good at reading
important.
out loud. Oh,
Come
you want
on,
me?
slow it. I want to
Oh,
hear
Lord,
it.
okay.
But I love the way you had to pump it up. I'm smart.
am a high
No, good. The first two paragraphs is hello, my name's Mark, and I'm smart. That's right, I'm smart.
Okay.
I'm not dumb like
I'll-
people say. I'm smart.
Are you gonna give me a chance to read this now, Mike?
I will. I'll shut up.
Okay. Okay, I'll slow it down. Okay, I'm a high school math teacher currently teaching college calculus and pre-calculus. I'm also an avid multi-rotor enthusiast. As an educator, I'm always trying to find interesting and relevant ways to connect content to real world scenarios. This is not an easy task, but it is vital in today's age. Today's students have instant access to information via the internet and other forms of technology. Traditional methods of instruction are not as effective as they once were, and the introduction of multi-rotors creates a viable means of integrating applications taught in these required disciplines. At this point, I am sure that you have encountered endless comments regarding the violation of privacy that the proposed regulations are suggesting. Undoubtedly, you've also been hit with many requests of data supporting the dangers of the hobby. Suffice it to say, I've been doing my own research, and there has been little to no reports of fatalities due to appropriately flown hobby UAVs under the latest regulations. Therefore, I will keep my comments focused on the educational aspect. For the last 3 years, I've been flying drones to capture aerial images, and in the past year, I've been learning how to build and fly FPV multi-rotors. I also hold a commercial 107 UAV certification. It is from this perspective that I respond to the proposed regulations you're suggesting with regards to all UAVs in the future use. STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, now referred to as STEAM because they threw A in there. I'm just throwing that in there. Science, technology, engineering, art, and math are the latest buzzwords in education. For many years now, industry has been concerned with the students' lack of skills in these areas excuse me, let me repeat that. For many years now, industry has been concerned with the students' lack of skills in these areas. And as an educator, I am working hard to combat this. My experience with multi-rotors has given me the confidence to start a club and work closely with my school's technology department. In this club, students are designing, building, and flying drones in competitions. They are gaining exposure to a technology that will be a large part of the future.
Wow.
Many of my students had little to no experience with the UAVs until they joined the club. Some have little interest in flying them, but are excited about the design aspect, and they are a vital part of the team. If this is to be a part of the future, I fear that the regulations you are suggesting will completely shut down this opportunity for students. You will need a workforce necessary to carry out all aspects of UAV design, construction, repair, and piloting. The future is in the hands of our youth. Please do not burn the bridge before the students have a chance to cross it. What better place to learn about this important technology than school? I have the opportunity to introduce the basics of design and teach them appropriate procedures to be safe and reliable UAV developers and pilots. I urge you to go back to the proverbial drawing board and perhaps include someone that represents the responsible hobbyist in developing more reasonable regulations that will not stifle the creative aspect that UAVs can have in education. Our students hunger for more exciting and applicable content in their education, and I am confident that the industry can only benefit from this. That's it. End of
Watch
story.
this tomorrow morning. You probably get a registered letter. They want to hire you.
Yeah, all right, yeah, I'll be on that committee. Put me on the committee.
Yeah, you can be Trump's speechwriter.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today.
They don't
So
want
yeah,
nothing to do with him. Trust me, he knows too
Because
much. When they're gonna read that and go, no, no, no.
so I mean, again, I read a lot of comments, and they're all relative, and I agree with Mike that they may bypass all of them, but I would not have forgiven myself if I didn't at least try, because you can't just not do it because you think they're not going to read it. And I agree with you, Mike. Chances are they're going to overlook a lot of this.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I ran into an FAA representative at this event in New York City, and when I tried to approach her and ask her about it, you know what her response was? We're instructed not to discuss anything about policy with people.
Oh, come on.
I'm like, really? Meanwhile, she saw how happy the kids were learning about drones and seeing everything that was going on. And this is a program that we're going to help the police do for keeping kids off the streets out, after school and stuff like that. And the kids are loving the drones. So, thank you very much. Love my drones. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Oh,
I'll read a synopsis. Here's a synopsis of what I wrote.
Yeah, I'd love to hear.
As a serious drone pilot who does commercial work, you guys are nuts. I'm going to get stabbed and robbed.
Fair enough.
There you go. There you go. Mine sounds like that.
Lynn says there's going to be a government guy at his door to arrest him.
Yeah, he's got to cross the border.
Yeah.
And that's not easy. I did it last night.
So I'm probably going to read it again online, but I do want to do kind of a reactionary video. There's a lot of people who put some content out there. Louis P. Floyd put a very good one out there about, the problems with the suggestions and how it affects the future and how it's inappropriate stuff. And I give him a lot of credit for doing it. Ladrib, Bardwell has done stuff. And, it's just because the window is closed now for responses, you can't stop talking about it. It's got to be brought up. It's got to be in their face. It's not over yet. So
I looked at a lot of them, and a lot of them were very thoughtful. And you got some different perspectives too. You were seeing the model aircraft flyers and their concerns, and the drone flyers and their concerns, and the inventors and their concerns. It was an interesting read just going through the stuff.
So let me ask you a question, Mark.
Yeah.
So let's think negatively just for a second, okay? Let's say that they go ahead and go with the proposal and they do what they're going to do. They like I think, right? They're going to throw them away. Yeah. It was great. Thank you so much for your concern. However, we've decided that. Okay. So they go ahead with it. What are we going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to stop flying?
I'm not going to stop flying.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to stop flying, but I'm taking risks.
Thank you for being honest. Thank you for being honest.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be taking risks at that point because it means too much to me. The reason why it's funny because it was a program. It was a Bardwell's response and reading and listening to other people talk about it. Because I'll be honest with you, I have a hard time reading that document. That's a 350 page document.
Everybody
and I didn't realize how much this will affect the people who build drones, not just for FPV, but for what I do as a hobby with my students. They want to shut it down to the point where you can't buy components unless they come in a preset kit that is approved by the FAA, which means you can't choose your flight controller, you can't choose your ESCs, you can't choose that. And that takes away all of the design aspect that these students are going to be getting into. At that point, you might as well build a plastic glue model and just put it on your shelf. Yeah. So it's a shame. It really, and that's just for building. And like I said, for me, I think I get as much enjoyment out of building them as I do flying them.
And why? Why all this? Why? What happened that brought this on? What was so crazy that they, nothing.
I have my speculation. We've already discussed this tons of times, but there is no documentation suggesting any significant injuries or fatalities due to flying to hobby UAVs. Okay, so it's all about big business. All big business, not just Amazon, but anybody who wants to make money, whether you're
and the
whether
government.
you're going to be delivering food, taking aerial footage, whether you're going to be doing
Yeah.
land surveys or anything like that, they're trying to take control of the skies to make money. End of story.
And the local municipalities would like to start loading their cop cars up with drones, and they don't want me in the air. Why? Because they want to search the area to make sure it's all safe. But that's not fair, man. That's just the way I feel. Because I'm showing him how to fly, you know, and okay, well now we don't need you anymore. You don't fly because we're going to keep a Mavic in my trunk.
Maybe somebody can educate me on this. How many years have people been flying model airplanes and remote controlled vehicles? Seriously, a long time.
Yeah.
Why is it now that it's a big problem?
Because we got
because there's technology that allows people to make money with it. That's why. That's the difference. It was not a problem before. And a lot of your drone sightings aren't they're not confirmed. They're not confirmed. There's no way to prove that what they saw was an actual drone. I could bet you dollars to donuts, half of them, or if not all of them, are Mylar balloons, for crying out loud.
or created to just cause hysteria.
Well, that was a conspiracy about the ones down in Colorado or whatever, that they were flying drones to make it look like it was a problem and stuff, but and create the problem so they could solve the problem. It's all about money.
And it's a shame, because I would have no problem paying into a fund, not a lot, but paying a little price to be a part of a group that says, hey, we're hobbyists and we could pay and we have some rights. I wouldn't mind that, but well, whatever. Me and the FAA, we don't get along, and Gary's like, and this is why, Mark. Look, hey, it's a super chat.
Super chat.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I like them, man. Keep sending it to me. But anyway.
But I am a little disappointed. If I'm not mistaken, I have to go back to the website. And again, I was almost one of those statistics that didn't respond, because I am a procrastinator. I'm not going to lie to you about that. But I want to say, who gave me this statistic? We're talking about at least 500,000 to 1 million hobbyists who fly either drones, fixed wing, whatever the case is. And there were only, from what I gathered, like 32,000 responses.
Yeah, there was 39 when I looked today.
Something like that. And I'm like, wow. And I almost was one of the ones that didn't respond. And I kind of wasn't paying attention to the date. And I'm like, oh, crap. And I went back to my rough draft and I cleaned it up and I sent it off and I made it in, and I got my whatever, my number, tracking number of the response and stuff. So it's all been submitted, but man, really only 39,000 responses. That's a little disappointing.
Mark, too bad you can't just print this out and ship it to the newspaper company and say, this is for the FAA, and they print it out.
Open letter to the FAA.
Yeah.
Why not?
Not to the FAA. Open letter to FAA by a newspaper,
Oh yeah, we get a newspaper to publish it. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
Super chat. Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
I hope he's not trying to get you to do it as loud and as long as Ksenia.
Hell no, I will. You'll find me on the floor. But it's a good idea though. Try and find a newspaper company that'll publish that thing what you wrote.
Maybe. Lynn says, I bet there are many people who don't respond out of fear of being tracked. Go ahead, track me. Track me all you want.
Or they think they won't read the comments.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah. I know they made it sound like, Ladrib, Drew from Rotor Riot. I watched one of his videos and he talked about how he had contact with people in the FAA and they talked to other stakeholders. And the feeling he got, because he had a really good promotion about writing to the FAA. He goes, on our conversations with representatives from the FAA, he felt confident that they were willing to read these responses, whether they're going to act on them or not. And he said, he goes, if you're going to respond, this is what you do and this is what you don't do, which actually was contradictory to what other people had said. He says, you've got to be professional. You've got to be unique, and you can't cut and paste, which unfortunately is what some people were trying to get people to do. Just copy somebody else's comment and paste it. Just bombard them with numbers because they will not read them. And so he developed a strategy from talking to them and said, listen, they will read them, but you can't go in there and start calling them names and saying you're a bunch of jerks. This is wrong. He goes, you got to have a unique reason. It's got to be well thought out, and they'll read it. And you know what? That was the inspiration for some of how I wrote mine, because I'm like, I got to do it a little bit different than other people. So I read a few and I said, okay, I can do this differently and approach it from a different perspective. Hopefully it'll get through.
I'm such a negative person. I mean, I just can't. A unique reason. Yeah. We're going to turn down them billions of dollars a year because Joe had a unique reason.
Yeah.
I wish the world was like that, Mark.
Yeah. Listen, part of me is with you on that, Mike. Part of me is with you on that. I'm not that naive.
You had to speak from your heart, right? You had to tell them what it was in that legislation that concerned you. And I'm a Canadian, and what the FAA does will eventually affect me.
Yeah, in a perfect world, I'm hoping that the people who came up with these will go, hey, they're right. I never thought of it that way. Maybe we are being a bit strict.
Mark.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, I'm going to keep it. It gave me life. Literally life.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Great. Okay. Next.
But it's funny. One of the best things that I was 51 Drones even had a good thing about it. He goes, the last thing you want to do is hang up your drones and say, that's it, I'm giving up the hobby, because it's not going to be for a few years. It's going to probably be about if they get it the way they want it, it'll be about 3 years before all of this is in play and you've got to retrofit and do all of this stuff. It's going to take a long time, and let's hope that it never gets to that. But don't give up yet. And again, like I said, just because it was the last, it was just recent that they closed the doors on responding. You got to keep the fight going. You got to keep them knowing that.
So, Mark,
this is a hobby.
So the Mavics that we own, that the $2,000 drones that we own, they're just paperweights.
No, I mean, I think the drone to phone attempt that DJI is doing is an attempt at combating that and not having to retrofit, because the drone to phone will let the general populace, which is the problem that I have and that everybody has, that if you're Joe Schmo and you hate drones and you have a phone with an app on it, you can see my drone, where it's flying and where I am flying it from. And so I think that's their way of combating that. So you as long as you have drone to phone, you're flying your DJI Mavic Pro, whatever, it should comply. But it's that third party thing where you got to pay money to subscribe to fly your drone. That's essentially one of the issues.
Michael, your drone is sending out a signal all the time, and it's sending it back to you. I don't have a problem with law enforcement being able to see what I see on the screen.
Agreed.
Right? They know that I'm not watching some kid in her, doing. There's no nefarious purpose that brings me into the sky.
Correct.
Right? And if they can see where my drone is, and an airplane or a helicopter doesn't hit it because they know it's there, that's all the better. Right?
It keeps my drone too.
But if you're not doing anything wrong, you got nothing to fear. I have a license plate on my car, and I drive by a police car doing the speed limit. He doesn't take a second glance. If I'm flying a drone across the airport runway, somebody should be making note of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now I have a question, and Steve and I talk about this all the time on the live stream we do on Wednesdays and Saturdays. They talk about drones swarming the skies. Okay, that there's such a problem. I challenge anybody in this chat right now. When was the last time you walked outside your door and you're like, oh shit, there's another drone?
Sure.
Seriously. When, aside from you flying your own drone, when was the last time you saw somebody else flying their drone?
Yeah, I know.
Were you? Never. No. Never. It's a fallacy.
I got to do this for Paul again. Super chat.
Why is Paul muted?
I don't know, because he's laughing too hard.
I see there he is.
Yeah, you got a point there, Centroid, for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. They make it sound like literally you have to duck every time you go outside because a drone's gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Oh shit! And there's another drone.
Yeah,
God damn
that's
it!
it.
It's like
Did you read Geek Savannah, what he wrote?
no. What did he say? Where's he? Savannah. DJI phoned a drone will only show drone is legal, not pilot position or private data. They released a statement to confirm. Okay, so that has changed since the last time I read something on drone to phone. I joke around. I want to do a meme one day, and I want to get like an analog version. You know the old fly strips, and I want to get one that looks like a big fly strip, and I want to have it hanging outside my window, and I want to have all these drones stuck to it. You know, yeah. This we have a problem with drones around here. You know, it's like that's what they make it sound like. That there's so many out there that you can't even breathe without one getting stuck in your teeth.
Girls on
I like
Facebook.
to say hi to Canadian drone pilot. How you doing?
Yeah.
Canadian drone pilot, what's up?
Drone pilot, check him out.
Yeah, I don't know if I have Canadian drone pilot. I remember there was a guy that used to come in. What was he called? Canadian drone guy.
Yeah, I remember that guy. You
And he
know,
would drive me nuts because I would try to tag Canadian drone hub, and he would always pop up first. Oh no, I have Canadian drone pilot. Good.
oh man, it's so you'd still fly, huh? And you'd be risking it, huh, Mark?
I'd be risking it. I'd still fly. I mean, I would do it. I would follow the same rules I would always follow. I wouldn't
Correct.
fly near people. I wouldn't fly
Correct.
above 400 feet. I'd make sure I was in an area. I usually, if I'm doing FPV, I try to have a
Correct.
spotter. I always do it early in the morning when there's nobody around because you know those things can get a little unruly. And you
Correct.
know what? If the cops get me, the cops get me, and maybe I'll learn my lesson. But I'll you know, what's the old expression? Better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit there and say I'm going to hang it all up because you know what? It's too important.
And here's the problem that, and I hate to keep bringing this up, but you know, I already promised my viewers I wouldn't do this again. But just real quickly, if it's the community ourselves that really are screwing it up most of the time, and what I mean by that is all this, all this. This is just crazy.
What is that, Michael?
These are letters, certified letters from the FAA telling me that they become aware of an unidentified flying object in an airspace and it flying erratically and then they progress to the very last one. There's about 11 of them here. And then they progress to the last one saying, well, so I got 11 cases with them. The last one says, okay, well, now we've become aware of an uncontrollable aircraft and you're not paying taxes because you're soliciting money when you do what you do. And so now we're calling the federal, the local thing. So now they
IRS.
call the IRS. You know what this comes from?
What?
Mel Koch. That's what this comes from.
Who's that?
Mel
400 AGL.
That's where
Really?
that comes from. And from
Wait,
oh yeah. He calls the FAA. He goes
why
through
would
YouTube.
why does he do this to you?
Well, he doesn't like me for whatever reason. And he's not just me. If you've gotten a letter from the FAA, it's fly safe, fly legal. So he gets to police the community on what he thinks is legal and right. And if he don't like it, he calls the FAA on you. Why? Well, your channel may be growing. It's a YouTube thing.
Okay,
They take you down.
first of all, this may sound a bit juvenile, but really, he's a snitch if that's the case.
Oh, dude, he's so much more than a snitch. You have no idea. I'm getting emails.
No, I don't want to badmouth
don't even
people,
wanna
but I
No,
mean,
I know. I want to expose.
I'm not
him.
I'm not the drone police. I've had somebody who said they fly where they're not supposed to. They don't care about the rules and regulations. And all I said was, listen, I'm not going to turn you in, but when you get a $20,000 fine,
Yeah.
then I've warned you. Yeah, I told you you're not
that's-
supposed to. But I don't. If that is true, then I'm sorry, Michael, that's
yeah.
happening to you.
Yeah, it is. It is sad, and it crosses a line because you're trying to hurt somebody's life, your family. Why would you do that? Like I understand. If you have a problem with my flying, give me a call. Yeah, if it's that bad. But I live where I live, and trust me, guys. Most everybody knows that I'm going down. Oh, but I love it. Really, I've been my drone in my hand every time. You know it, and I've said it enough to where it is a show. I'm trying to be a comedian. My drone is a prop. I do it legal before you see the end result of something that's taken me an hour. But I shouldn't even need to explain that. The point of it is not going above 400 feet. I'm not flying over people or crowds of people. Is there a person when I'm in Center City? There might be.
Well, Mike,
I mean,
we've had
that's
this.
stupid.
I've had this conversation with you before. Philadelphia lets you fly, don't they?
Oh yeah, no, I'm in Class G airspace.
Well, I
Class
mean, like
I'm allowed.
Syracuse, which is not nearly as big as Philadelphia, you cannot fly a drone there at all.
Right.
Even if you're not near the airport, they don't let you fly in the city limits.
Yeah, and that's not what I'm being accused
Yeah,
of. In the
and
letter.
so-
I'm being
so-
accused of reckless.
But that's what I mean. It's like you're
Yeah,
not doing something illegal,
No,
you know. And
well,
even if you
no,
were, I still
reckless.
wouldn't be that kind of a snitch. But that's
How
just
can they
my.
stop you from flying within city limits?
What's that?
Because you're reckless. You're flying a
No,
drone.
yeah, I can't. I
recklessly.
couldn't fly my drones near any of the buildings in Syracuse. They would have a problem with that. It's illegal.
You're going. You're
that
going
New
above
York-
400 feet, and you don't have a 107 pilots.
Even with that, there's certain areas that I can't even approach the city with my drone because they just make it a no-fly zone.
correct.
As far as drones, they
Well,
make that
they
clear.
make it that it's not legal for them to make it that, but yes, and Mark isn't going to hassle them because
No.
just
Yeah.
Not that important for me to fly.
yeah.
And
Although I
Mark-
have been tempted to do a few building dives down there.
And you know,
Let's put it this way: if I'm going to fly illegally, I might as well go all the way when that happens.
bro. You tell me about it. But you know, when the very first letter I got, I actually had the FBI come to my front door because somebody turned me in and said I was flying my drone into the Citibank, into the stadium. I was going to hurt somebody. Now, are you kidding me? And they had video of my Mavic 2 Zoom. And what I did, there was opening night, the video in hand, opening night of the football season. I was about 10 blocks away and I zoomed in and was going, oh, well, look at it. It's football game. It's wonderful. Now, that was the video. Somebody called and said, oh, he's going to hurt somebody. He's trying to find the stadium. Long story short, they came, blah, 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 got the letter, the warning. What I didn't realize is at that point, I am within 5 miles of an airport because all the other stuff I showed them, that video, they were like, dude, you're fine. Best of friends with them. And we wound up having coffee. However, I was within 5 miles of the airport. Since that day, which was over a year ago, I don't fly nowhere next to that. Now I can get Lank permission to do it, but I don't. I choose to, you know what? That's an issue. Staying away from it. So I fly the opposite way where I'm outside my 5 miles. So what did the people do? The same person? Well, he don't have a 107 and he shouldn't be doing this or he can't be doing that. And oh, his videos are monetized. He broke IRS. Yeah, let's call the IRS on him. That ain't the FAA. That's people right here in the community. So that's what we got, guys. I hate to say it. And he's just one, you know, there are others. So if that would stop, if the phone calls to the FAA would stop from jealous people, I think it might be a little, I don't know if it would have fixed it, but you know, it's not a good thing.
Yeah. A word of advice too, and they tried to do this in England to shut down an airport with trying to build a new airstrip and stuff like that. As hobbyists, you know, who do the right thing, the
Right.
last thing you want to do to fight the FAA is do something with your drone to give them the excuse to do that. They were gonna launch a ton of drones in England near this airport to prevent them from opening another airstrip because they felt it was going to create congestion. But listen, you're really dooming the hobby if you're going to use your drones and weaponize them that way. So find a better way, creative way. That's why the UFDA crew did their protest legally down in Washington just last week. That's why they were posting comments. Do it the right way and just hope for the best.
Hey, Green Patches, how you doing? Hey, Philly, read some of those comments there. People are asking questions.
Okay.
Yeah, did you get? Somebody asked if you got fined.
No, not yet. They're not actually to the point where they.
Not
I got
yet.
11 not yet, because there's 11 cases. See, now I hate to say this, but you said, did I get fined? I actually got to worry if you're going to go back and tell the guy, oh, he didn't get fined yet. Let's do another one. Let's do another. That's how bad it is. So I don't even know how to give the information. Should I tell you I got fined? I don't know. Should I not? I don't know. I don't know you. Anyway, so that's the way it is. And I don't mean that personal, but it's the truth, guys. Is it that bad? what do you want me to sell the drones? You want one? I got 2 of them. You want to buy one? I mean, that's really.
I don't know. Paul's thinking about doing a giveaway with the Enterprise Duel. Just saying.
And love my drones. You are correct.
I'm in.
Yeah, and but see, it's not only just Michael is a recipient of some of that hate, but it goes on these channels, on other channels.
Yes, correct.
And
Give me a
so
second, folks. I'm
Roger tries to isolate himself from that, and that's good because this is a no drama channel, and Roger does not go along with that kind of stuff. And if anybody gets out of line, they're gone.
Yep. And that's the way you got to be. And it's so, you try to be nice to everybody, and it just gets to a point where you just got to speak up. And I actually, I agree with that, Raj. You crack the whip and go, nope, not here, done. You stop it.
Yeah.
But you can't stop what somebody's doing when you shut your computer off,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But whatever, it is what it is. It'll pass. This too shall pass. What I can't do? I'm powerless. I can't do anything about it. So, the only thing I could do is keep flying with common sense. Be careful. Watch what I do, and that's it. I live where I live, and I'm going to fly.
Yeah.
So I'll do it to the best of my ability. Stay over rooftops. Really be careful about following the laws, and that's all I could do. So that's what I keep doing, and the complaints still keep coming, but that's okay.
Yeah, I love my drones. There's Switzerland here. Yeah. Love my drones. Neutral.
Yeah.
Everybody, thank you all so much for coming in. Carpenter Rick, Green Patches, love my drones, Max Air 420, Mana FPV, Remote Pilot, Australia. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Harry?
Long time
Harry,
no see.
Boy. Yeah, Ari. I haven't seen Ari in a long time.
I call it tail popping.
Cut it off.
Like raises your head. Hey, hope you're doing good there, Harry.
Hey, look who's in the chat, Roger.
You got your back 600.
Ah,
Okay, there you go. Oh, I got the mute button.
There you go.
Logan
Boy, you can at least
Carpenter.
Dude. You got to do the whole show. If Lynn paid a lot of money for them things.
Yep.
I think you should do a back thing when he comes
you want
in.
another? You wanted to?
No, not now. Next time. Next time. Set it up right. Let her get her money's worth. Roger, you should go full screen with him when
Okay, I can. If
no, full stop.
It's okay for now, Paul.
That's great. What time is it over in Australia?
Carpenter Rick says my children just ran and hide.
Well, I had to wait until Mark took a break, and then
Okay. Couldn't wait for me to take a break. No.
Dude, let me tell you why he's not here. He can't hear me. Did you read that freaking letter?
that was great.
That's why I don't like the guy. Just between me and you. It's so freaking intelligent. Like, he shouldn't even be allowed on here. Get out of here. They're writing shit like that. Mayan said, for the love of God, you don't stop my dynamic range, please. And period. Sent. This guy wrote every big word that he knows.
It was like a presidential address.
Yes, better. Trump can't come close to that. You kidding me?
Everybody try and get access to 20. If you don't have him, please support him. He's already 600, but we'd like to get his numbers up higher.
That was nothing like a presidential address. He had full sentences and paragraphs.
Yes, full, and they made sense. Not like,
Yeah.
for the love of God. Okay, for the hell with this guy. So, as soon as you start your sentence out with "for the love of God," let's get rid of that one. Or wowzers. Okay, that's the
Wowzers,
cartoon,
yeah.
dude.
Or Yahoo!
Yeah.
Oh,
Shut up, Gary.
11:48
But that's
a.m.
why I don't like the guy. It's too anyway, go ahead.
Wait, were you talking about me again, Mike?
Not at all, Mark.
He's jealous because you put a whole sentence together without for the love of God in it. You know?
Or wowzers.
Or wowzers. Or dynamic range.
Yeah, I'm just telling him, like, that's why I don't like you, Mark. Yeah, look at that letter. That shouldn't even be allowed to be sent, dude. Mine said, for the love of God, please don't stop the
Because it was too eloquent and intelligent.
Yeah.
And what Michael says is, man, you're just too much.
So, Mike, what if I told you I wrote that in 3 minutes?
Ah, then you just rubbing it in. That just rubs it in. Well, that's what math will get you guys. Stay in school, be a math teacher.
Oh.
Everything just comes easy after that. When you
Mark,
can do numbers with letters, you're just in a different world. X equals.
Mark-
What do
Mark
you mean
is
X?
gonna have
It's a
to-
freaking number. It's a letter. Don't equal
Mark-
anything.
What's up,
Michael,
Gary?
get Mark to rate your replies to the FAA for all those 11 cases.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah. Mark, how much you want, Mark? Come on. That would be beautiful. God, they would say,
An enterprise duel.
no. We
Just
gotta,
saying.
we got to go to Paul for that. He's the only guy with that.
No, I
Aw.
got rid of mine. Mine's gone.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get a coffee, okay?
Okay.
No coffee.
Hey, remote pilot, how's it going, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well.
What time is it in Australia? Come on, somebody.
It's probably 6 o'clock. Hey Siri, what time is it in Alexa, what time is it in Australia right now? Alexa.
Australia has multiple time zones. In Sydney, it is 12:50 p.m.
It's in the afternoon.
It's
in the
tomorrow
afternoon.
afternoon.
Dude, it's the next day. He's in the future.
Yeah.
That just blows my mind. The world's spinning, guys. It's spinning. We're on a
Mike,
moving
no,
ball.
Mike,
The
Mike,
whole
remember.
world has a whole different set
No,
of
wait,
dynamic range.
Michael,
It
Michael,
does, Gary. It does.
Michael,
It blows
Michael,
my mind.
remember the earth is flat now.
It'll explode, Mark. It'll just explode. No, it took me years to get to the ball. The ball part still messes with me. The people at the bottom fall? Why don't they just hang? Why aren't they hanging?
We're always falling, Michael. We're in a constant state of falling right now. You didn't know that?
Stop, Mark. Don't hit me with the math. Z equals the square root of, for the love of God. It equals the square root of, that's why I'm like this.
Hey, Michael, here's one for you to think about. When you're standing still, how many thousand miles an hour are you really traveling?
Yeah, you're actually moving right now, even sitting in your chair.
No, stop, guys.
We're talking fourth dimension, Michael.
No.
With height now time. You're moving with respect to time.
Oh, time messes me up, dude. Come on, guys. That shit messes you up. But it fascinates me. That's why I love UFOs, the Blue Book, the projects. Oh, I love that stuff because it's like another.
Where's Steve
Come
from
on.
Aerial Views? I got to put my tinfoil hat on now.
Yes, I love that, guys. And they're here. They came here. They came in a black hole. Where is the hole? It's right here. It's gonna be one right here. It's real small. Yes, JD. I'm in it. I'm in a black hole.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If anybody came into that discussion right now, they could have taken that so many different ways.
Yeah, I know. Oh, stop. Mark, you're always thinking that. Stop. She's not here. There's no women here with no bucket. No. Shut up.
Oh, I always get in
Michael,
trouble on Roger's show.
The FAA's watching.
Michael, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, Michael.
Oh, right here. Okay. We're
There
okay.
you
We're
go.
back. We're back. My camera's running out of battery. Oh, crap. They're going to steal the car once the battery runs out.
They're waiting.
Yeah,
That's Michael's latest dilemma is they got a really super deal on he leased a Cadillac, a top-end Cadillac.
You wouldn't got a
And
Cadillac?
now he has to sleep by the front window watching the Cadillac.
Mark, listen to me. I'm going to be a star.
More money, more problems.
That's all. It ain't more. Mine was the same price as the Jeep.
Yeah,
So we
still.
We just leased instead of owned. So now we own
you-
nothing
you-
and pay
you
the same
sent-
price.
You essentially painted a target on your front step, is what you
Yep. Yeah.
did.
You ready for
Okay.
this? You want to get sick? The trash man swung open the door, bada bing, right into the back of my car, put a dent in it. A freaking dent.
Oh,
Not just a scratch, but a dent. But here's the good news. I love my camera. So I caught it on camera and we turned it in. Now it's going to take about 4 years. Right before the lease is over, they're going to pay us for it.
At least, hey, well,
Right
as long as you don't
before.
pay for it with the lease, you know,
Yeah,
they'll
That's
hit
what
you
I'm
for
worried.
it.
Correct.
So,
So
at least
right
you'll
before
protect
we
yourself
say-
with the lease.
But dude, they killed my whole feeling. I stopped cleaning the car right after they dented it.
That's,
You know what
that's
it's like
it.
to have a new car? You
Mhm.
cleaning the rims, the tires. I'm
Oh, yeah,
like,
as soon as you get that
That's your car, not the Cadillac, right?
no, the caddy, dude. The
They
caddy
did put a
is
dent in the caddy.
freaking dent and a big gouge right in the
Ugh.
back. Oh yeah, Paul. Oh yeah. About 4 years. $750. Only $750 to fix.
That's
And,
actually pretty impressive. That's only $750.
It is. It's like a quarter size.
Yeah, but he
it-
goes,
it
he goes to
goes
his
in the
favorite.
doors.
He goes to his favorite chop shop. That's why.
Yeah, it actually is, Roger. It's not. We go to the dealer. It's
Tony's.
like 20 grand. Yeah.
Tony's.
Well, he
That's,
goes.
it's
He
only-
goes
that's all it's called. Tony's.
when he goes there, he goes with his formal name, Mr. DeCurcio.
So you're Mr. DeCurcio.
Giovanni?
huh?
No.
Giovanni.
Giovanni DeCurcio.
Did you, Vaughn?
Giovanni.
Yeah, but anyway, so that took all the steam out of it. I haven't.
You know, that's the funny thing. You're absolutely right. You have something really, really nice, and as soon as it gets christened like that, you're like, oh well, it's trash now.
The sneaker thing, right? It's the sneaker thing. The
Yeah.
sneaker fit. The sneakers are brand new. Every night you wipe them clean, and then somebody steps on your shoe and frig the sneakers. Man, I don't care about them anymore. I got scuffs all over them. It could be one. Yeah, it's the way I feel.
Now imagine this: a guy with a Cadillac complaining about paying $70 for parking. Come on.
I need that. I need that $70 to
Yeah.
pay the bill. Dude, you know what it and I the poor girl, I set her up because I don't make anything. If it wasn't for the wife, she bought the caddy, not me. And I get to drive it though. But what I did was she was looking at all these cheapo cars because she's smart and I'm dumb. I want the big nice thing because I'm going to be a star, guys. So I figure let's get the star car. We got to get our butts in stardom. So after she sits in all these cheapo cars, I say, honey, listen, the Cadillac dealer's right across the street. I'm not sitting in them. Let's just go sit in one. You could still buy the Hyundai, but let's sit in the.
Boy,
let's
you
sit
knew
in
what
that.
you were doing. You got her hook, line, and sinker, didn't you?
Dude,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
sat in it and you turned over and you went, and I went, it's nice, ain't it? No, hon, no, it's too much. But look at the radio. The built-in thing. You know, if you're going to pay, you might as well pay for something you like, right? But it's and guys, she was like, oh, the seats are known. And I reached over, I hit the heat. Oh man,
I don't
her
know,
ass was
Michael,
on fire.
I'm going to take a risk here, and I hope you don't get mad at me. But this reminds me of a conversation we had about a phone call you made to iSpike.
Oh no.
International call
Yeah,
to iSpike.
yeah,
You're like,
remember
oh, don't worry, I got this. There's a pattern here, Michael. You know what I'm talking about.
I'll never forget that. Never forget it. She killed me. She killed me on that one. Yeah,
That's why I'm surprised you got the Cadillac, to be quite honest with you. I'm like, wow, let him get a Cadillac.
Yeah.
What did that call end up costing you, Michael?
Cheaper. It was cheaper because
Oh, you
Yeah.
argued it down. didn't
we
you?
argued it down and she gave me away. She's like, well, I told you it was in Sydney. I went, Sharon, what the hell's the matter with you? While the woman was listening.
Would it have cost you if you got hit for the whole thing?
Oh, it was like $635.
Holy shit.
It was crazy.
Oh, what I love is the part of the conversation. If I get it wrong, please, Mike, correct me. Is that even iSpike said, "Hey, listen, mate, I've got free long distance, free international calling. Let me call you back." And you're like, "Nah, don't worry about it. I got the minutes."
That's what it was. iSpike was begging me. No, dude, I got free. Let me go. Hey, mate, I'll call you in his language. I loved it. I wanted to be a big guy because I was even a star back then, guys. And so I said, I said, Spikey, I got it, man. We got free coverage. We're good. We got unlimited. So she says to me, Michael, what the hell's the matter with you? Oh, whoa. What happened? What happened? Oh, there you go. My thing fell over. Anyway, so she said, Michael, what the hell's the matter with you? We got unlimited for the United States. That was the freaking, you're calling Sydney. I didn't know it's for other countries. I didn't know that. So I thought we had unlimited means the world. You could call China unlimited.
Michael, this is a leased. First of all, this is a leased Cadillac, right?
Yeah, lease.
You don't have unlimited miles.
No, we don't have many miles on it either. We got the lowest plan, guys, so we can't drive it, but it's nice.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah,
I got to tell you, Michael, my dad, he loved to brag about his cars, right?
Yes,
so he brings over his new Chrysler 300 when it was brand new, right? And he says, "Look at this.
Nice.
It's got Bluetooth." I said, "You don't own a cell phone." He says, "Yeah, but look, it's got garage door opener."
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he doesn't have a garage.
But it hasn't, Gary. No, it hasn't.
Paying $800 a month for this thing. I said, "You could be driving a Jaguar."
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, I don't want like British cars."
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Michael, you got to finish the story, though. How much did you get that phone call down to?
I think we wind up paying like $200, and when it was all smoke clear, we still had to pay like $250, something like that, because and we had to buy international calling. So if we paid a portion of the bill only if we bought onto the plan.
Okay.
So because we bought it, and then I never called them again. So which reminds me, I got to check her and to make sure we're still not paying for international calling. But guys, she didn't trust me after that. So I think she kept it on for a while. She's like, you're on this YouTube. I don't know who the hell you're going to call.
But $650 phone call. Oh my God.
And it wasn't like it was long, dude. I called him to wish him a Merry Christmas. That was it. Merry freaking Christmas. And it cost me.
You must have been talking for a while if Spike kept saying, "Well, let me call you back." Oh, no.
Dude, he was kind. 2 seconds into the call. "Hey, mate, listen, these calls are expensive. Let me call you right back. I got unlimited." Nah, Spike, I'm good. We got the same thing. You ain't got more than what I got. We're big. We're Philly.
Hey, okay. Roger, what would that do to you?
Put me bankrupt.
Yeah.
Oh man, that price there, no way. I tell him, take the freaking phone out.
Yeah. Oh, dude, she screamed at me. "Oh, Michael!" It was like a sitcom. What? What did I do? "Who did you call? Who's this iSpike guy?" And then she does this, guys, while she's on the phone. This is how women, they're not smart. While she's talking to the representative. "Who's iSpike?" Now, if she would have told me she had the lady, I would have been like, "I don't know who iSpike is. What are you talking about? It wasn't me." You do the wasn't me thing, you get out of it, right? First time, they let you go. Oh, no, she's talking to the lady. I said, "Oh, iSpike's my friend." "Oh, you know him? You call him?" "Yeah, honey, I wish him a happy Christmas." "Why?" "It's $600. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I come up to her. She's talking to the freaking lady. Unbelievable. So the lady heard everything. I couldn't get out of it. I could not get out of it. Oh, man. Thanks for reminding me that, Paul. Thank you. Oh, man. But yeah. The car, if I had to do it all over again, I'd buy a piece of crap, guys. I really would. The Cadillac's nice.
Well, the problem is, Michael, is where you live, you should never have an ultra high-end car. One, it's a theft problem. Two, it's a damage problem. And three is people just screw with your car because you got a nicer car than they do.
Already. Oh, yeah. I get eyes. People. Oh, Paul. Well, what is he doing? What's he selling drugs? It's freaking lease, guys. And the killer is, Paul, we actually pay about $5 cheaper for the Cadillac than we did the old Jeep that we had out there. I don't know if it was she just got a bad deal or whatever, and it's a lease. We don't own anything. We're renting it.
Yeah.
So whatever. It's nice though. When I sit in it, guys, I would be lying if I told you I didn't
Billy,
smile.
we want pilots asking for your phone number. He'll phone you.
No, thanks, Harry.
He's gonna call you collect.
From the future. He's going to call you from tomorrow.
Yeah, from the future.
I'll call you. Oh, yeah. I'll email you my number. What's he saying? Email me your number. Okay, Harry. I thought you had it, but I will. You call me. No, but you still pay. You still pay if he calls me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got me on that one, mate. See, you're sneaky. He knows. He knows. He wants to see me get hollered at.
I sometimes talk to Drone Kings and Darwin in chat, and I'll ask him, is it worth getting up tomorrow? He says, no, it's crap. Stay in bed.
Get out. Oh, that's great, Gary. That's great. That's cool.
Yeah, I always got to talk to the future,
That's
He's not giving me the lottery numbers, though.
I know.
I know. How dare he? That's a shame.
No, he's holding out.
Oh, it's a shame. No, but if he did that, let me think about that. Yeah. If he gave you the lottery numbers in Sydney, then you could go play them right away. Because it didn't have, yeah, but it's in Sydney.
No, but then it's already, if he gave me my
Michael,
lottery
it's not.
numbers,
Stop thinking, Michael. It's not going to work.
Mark's already wrote the thing. He's already put it in the equation. It won't work. Oh, man. Guys.
Oh yeah, companies will double dip any chance they get.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I passed close to buying a Cadillac, though.
Really?
Yeah. I passed close. I sat in it and everything, checked it out. I looked at my son. My son looks at me. He says, "What the fuck?" Okay, forget it.
But it was nice, right, Raj?
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah.
See,
It had a remote
I-
garage door opener, right? You could push it and open somebody else's garage door.
I got two garage doors, Gary.
you know,
I got two numbers.
Oh, nice. Perfect for you, Michael.
No
Yeah.
garage.
Do it.
No.
Oh, what,
So-
Paul? It's all right. I'll have a garage someday.
Yeah,
Well, you
not with that car.
I'm gonna tell you, I would never torture myself like that because I know what because I know enough not to buy it. So why even bother to sit in it? I have my best friend growing up, even to this day, he always has to stop at a Harley Davidson shop to look at the motorcycles. And I'm like, why do you do this to yourself? You're never gonna be able to buy one. You're never gonna want one. I mean, you want one, but you know you're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
Why do you torture yourself? I
Yeah.
don't know. He goes in so happy, he looks at him, and he leaves so depressed I'm like, I last time I went with him, I said, I'm going to stay in the car. You go in. I'm not even going to be part of this scam. It's like, I'm not going to torture myself.
Probably turn around. You probably buy one, Mark.
No. Hey, listen, I had one experience on a motorcycle and I survived it, and I'll call that a win any day of the week. So
I went to a motorcycle show the day before we went to Cuba.
You go Sturgis?
And the group that I went with, this was the first time nobody bought a bike.
Oh, jeez.
Nobody bought a bike.
Really? Nobody,
No.
none of it.
No,
No.
none of his
Now, Michael, you ride motorcycles, yes?
Yes,
Or you
I
have?
do.
Okay. So
Yes.
here's my one experience with a motorcycle. My best friend, he wanted me to get into riding bikes, and I had an interest, but I'd never ridden a motorcycle before. He goes, "Oh, you got to get a bike so we can go riding together." I said, "Listen, I don't know how to ride a bike." He goes, "Listen, you drive manual transmission, don't you?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "It's the same thing on the bike." I said, "No, it's not." It was conceptually. I said, "Wait, if I'm not mistaken, the clutch is with the hand, and you change gears with your foot on a bike." He goes, "Yeah." I said, "It's not the same as in a car. It's different muscle memory." He goes, "Listen, I'll teach you how to ride. I'll put you on my bike." And so I let him try. Now, are you familiar with a Yamaha VMAX?
Oh, geez.
Yes. Oh,
That's what he put me on.
Oh, dude.
Puts the helmet on. So I conceptually, I went through the gears, switch, getting used to how it would work. And he goes, "Mark, whatever you do, don't pop the clutch.
Don't.
Let it out gently." Well, I thought I let it out gently.
And the bike went.
That thing at the time was the fastest production bike on the market that had a shaft driven. It was shaft driven. It wasn't belt driven, right?
Yeah.
That thing launched to one wheel. And thank God we were in a parking lot that was abandoned. Essentially, it was like an outdated mall. So there were no cars around. I had that thing on one wheel for about 100 to 150 yards, screaming. And all I kept thinking to myself was, Jesus, how do I get out of this mess? So all I could think to do was pull in the clutch. So I didn't have any more torque. Came down, the wheel came down, and I slowly brought it back, got off the bike, put it on its stand, took the helmet, and threw it at my friend. I said, "You almost killed me, you son of a bitch." You know what his only words were in that whole thing was? "Oh, Jesus, that was almost the biggest, most expensive mistake I ever made."
Yeah.
Wait, the fact that I almost died didn't cross your mind? You were worried about the bike going
worried
down.
about his bike. That's
I said, "Yeah, we're done." I survived. Your bike survived. That's a win. We're going to call it quits. I don't need to drive.
I went over to Handlebars a couple years ago of mine. A guy just cut right in front in Philly. Got people just ran, and so I slammed on the brakes with everything I had. And this was when I was big, so it had to be 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago. So I was 500 plus pounds, and I slammed it on, and up and over I went. There's no seatbelts on bikes. And I hit the ground, and I'm telling you, it had to be hysterical because a fat guy bouncing, but and then landing, and the bike went down. And the guys get out of the car, and you're like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Or thank God they stop. "Are you okay?" And the first thing I said to them, "Couldn't you lift up the bike?" She lifted up the bike. They were like, "What the fuck? What about you first?" And I was crushed, but all I cared about was to
the bike.
lift the bike up. So it is something
Put the
that we
bike,
all.
like in the cartoons, they put the bike on the stretcher and wheel that off first.
And I was so happy I saved the bike. I had the bars on it to protect the engine and the tank and all.
Wait. You're not happy you protected yourself and
I hurt, dude. I still don't feel right from
I
that.
bet.
My ribs hurt. I'm all crockety crock. But the bike survived, and it's still here. It didn't
There you
cost
go.
me anything. And I lived. I did live.
Carpenter Rick says, "Mark, I do the same thing on purpose." Well, okay. More power to you, man. I'll never do it again. I'm too old for that crap right now.
Hey, Michael,
Yes.
the other question I have about the Cadillac, does it have OnStar?
Oh yeah, dude. I got OnStar. I got it all.
Do you use it all the time?
No, I never use OnStar.
Okay, good, because you only get to use it like so many times a month, and then after that, it's like $35 a minute.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh, he's starting to think.
Are you kidding me? Really?
Oh, I'm telling
No, I
you.
didn't know that.
I used to have OnStar in a Cadillac I had.
Priorities.
Oh, shit. Oh God.
Ari says, "Hey, people heal, bikes don't." Priorities, mate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ugh,
That is
yeah.
so true. Yeah. And speaking of, it's funny you bring up the bike. And Gary, you ride too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to be selling a bike very soon, and I know it's going to kill me to get rid of it, but so I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for the weather to break, and if I don't ride it the way it should be ridden this year, I think I'm on it. I'm going to trade it in for
Well,
that.
tell them what it is.
Hey, Michael, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to buy it.
No, it's a beautiful bike. Guys, if I told you the miles, it's got no miles on
Yeah,
it.
but and Gary lives in Canada, so it's
Yeah.
not him a lot.
Yeah, but what? Tell them exactly what the bike is.
What do you mean?
What's your
a-
bike? What's the make, model, and
Make, model.
Oh yeah. It's a C90T for touring. Suzuki C90. It's a Boulevard. It's fully loaded. It's got, and I put the full freaking stereo on the front. It's dressed up to the max. It's got saddlebags, the backs. It's
A roll
tons of
bar.
stuff. The roll bars on it, tons of it. Cruise control. What's the name of the hoppy fairing loaded? So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I didn't fit on the Harley Davidsons at the time. Not that I could afford one, but we went just for the hell of it. It was a special time. Long story, but she had settled an accident case, so we had a little bit of money, and she's like, well, hey, if we can get a bike for like 10 grand, I always, and long story short, when we went into the Harley, they were like 25,000. So it's like, okay,
Yeah.
bye-bye. And
Michael, you got a better bike in the Boulevard than you would have gotten the Harley. You got more
I thought so.
dependability. Yeah. Now, what you got to do with that bike now is hop on it on July 16th and head for Rogers. Get it out on the open road.
Roger Palooza.
Roger Palooza, man. Go.
Gary, it has 4,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
It's a 2009, bought it brand new, 2009, gold and white, a white and gold Boulevard. So there's only a few of them in that color, and it's brand new. That
Yeah.
still didn't even reach 5,000 miles.
Well, mine's getting some miles on it, but
I'll bet you it is. Yeah.
mine's an 09, but it's a Yamaha Tourer. And, I'm out on it every chance I get,
It's cold. So you dress up for it and all, yeah.
I drive it in the summer.
Oh, you don't drive in the winter. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he put skis on it and tracks.
Oh, yeah.
And then what happens is if you don't ride them, your batteries go dead. It's not like I have a garage to put my bike in. I got to sit in front of the house. So if you're not out on them things, it costs you money.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
one of the reasons.
My bike is in the garage now with the cover on it and the battery tender hooked up. So the
See?
battery's charged. I can go out there, rip the cover off, move a couple of cars around, and I can get out,
Yeah.
We have a thing here in Port Dover, Ontario on Friday the 13th. Every Friday the 13th, everybody comes. Except this year it's in March. So if there's no snow, I may make it. But
If there's no
and the last one was in December, and I covered that on my YouTube channel.
Wow.
In July, we had 25,000 motorcycles there. In December, I counted 30. Not 30,000, 30 bikes.
30. Oh, that's great. Well, it just goes to show you who are the diehards.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm hoping to get on the road a little bit more this year. But as you get older too, you start to realize they are dangerous. And in the city,
Well,
oh my
it's,
God,
it's
they could care less.
I was gonna say the bikes aren't the dangerous part. It's the people who drive around you that are the dangerous part.
We
They
call
don't
them,
care.
we call them cagers. They don't have to pay any attention because they got a great big cage around them, right?
Mhm.
Correct. That's
And
exactly
when you're on a motorcycle, you have to drive like you're invisible because they don't look for you.
Mhm.
So
And that's the whole deal. Would you ever see, loud pipes save lives? People hate the loud pipes, but the benefit of having pipes that'll freaking blind you and deafen you, or is they can hear you at least.
that's
So that's the
BS.
whole
Loud
theory.
pipes save lives. If you were worried about the noise saving your life, the pipes would point out the front, not out the back.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I've got the quietest pipes I can get, but I put an air horn on.
Yeah,
There you go.
I
There you
beat
go.
that thing and it's like a train. It's got a compressor.
Without going into too much details, I had a buddy I used to work with, and his mode of defense while riding a motorcycle was to keep a pocket full of 1-inch ball bearings in his coat pocket.
You work. That's not the first time I heard that. That is not the first time I heard that. So that must be a thing with bikers. You just whack them at people.
I remember one time I went with my friend. He went and bought a brand new Harley, and I'm following behind him on a Cowie. And then he gets to his house. Says, "This bike doesn't sound right." I said, "What's brand new, man?" He's, "Wait a minute." He takes out a long spike about this long with a hammer, puts it in the muffler. Poof! Both mufflers. Poof! Took out the baffles. There you go.
I was just going to say that's what I.
Oh, that sounds better. He says, oh, "My God."
Oh.
That's exactly what I did to mine. Took them out. Yep.
Yeah, I hate riding with those guys. You know, I got to wear oh yeah, you got to wear earplugs.
Yeah.
Why do I have to wear earplugs? It's
Well, let me tell you something. It's funny because I thought it was all cool to just, and plus the neighbors were annoying me. I'm like, guys, this ain't even loud, and you're freaking complaining. So it pissed me off so bad. So I got my little screwdriver and I took the baffles. I didn't break them, Roger, because in case I want to put them back. So I took them out, and oh my God, just wide open pipes. And I got HK pipes. So they're an extra pipe. Everything's bored out. And oh my God. Now, it was cool for about a day. And then I'm like, screw the people. My ears hurt. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't hear the music anymore. Everything, all I heard is wah, wah, and every car alarm in the city goes off when you pass it by. And it was cool, like I said, for a day. And then it's like, screw that, man. And I was out there on my face. But at least I knew, you know.
Carpenter Rick says he has a high visible yellow helmet.
Oh, you're safe then.
Yeah, so that means they can see the helmet bouncing down the road after they hit you. Oh, don't hit the helmet.
The bouncing ball.
Don't hit the helmet. Don't hit the helmet.
Hey guys, I'll be closing down in 10 minutes.
Yes, Ari says, and then you have an accident because you're blind and deaf. Exactly, Ari. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I'm gonna have to let you go. My dogs want to eat.
Okay.
Oh, dogs don't have to eat. They don't have to eat.
Oh, jeez. They've been away for a week. So
Okay.
Oh.
You see what happens to dogs when they eat? Look.
There's the business end of Roxy again.
Yeah.
Well, our dogs were in a kennel for a week, so they've been sleeping all day. I think they just chase other dogs for a week. You know.
Well, before you go, Gary, did you have a good time in Cuba?
Oh, it was awesome. You
Good. Well,
can see there's no skin on my nose.
yeah. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you made it back safely, and they let you back in without worrying about the coronavirus.
Mom,
Why
Mom
Cuba?
would cry.
Oh.
Why Cuba?
Yeah, what the hell's in Cuba?
Okay, here's my brother. Mom would cry and Dad would yell as Mark would leave the house on the back of that bike with the wind in his hair, holding onto the Hell's Angels.
The hell's Angels?
Andrew, I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry,
Gary.
everybody. Roger, you're an ass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Why
why
does he
Cuba?
come in right now? Now he shows up. Don't you have a live stream you're supposed to be doing right now? Are you double dipping here, Andrew? Get back to your show.
Oh man.
You didn't
No,
close
keep
down
up.
soon enough, Roger.
I sent
Why
you a link,
Cuba?
Andrew. No, is he still on live?
I don't know.
He's double dipping is right. He could be on his show sending annoying you. That'd be funny. That would be funny. Why Cuba, Gary? Hurry up. And
Okay, why Cuba?
Yeah.
$1,000, right?
Okay.
It
Okay.
flies me down and back, and hotels, and all the booze I can drink, and all the food I can eat in a week,
Yeah, I go to Russia for that. Good to go.
right? And the people are friendly. There's lots of stuff to do. The beaches are beautiful. We were snorkeling and picking up conch shells off the bottom, and you know, yeah, it was. And all you do is drink between meals. You just go for a drink and you talk to people, and everybody's Canadian because they don't allow Americans in, right? Americans aren't allowed to travel to Cuba, so you got a lot in
Oh,
common.
that's
with a lot of-
right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Andrew says Mark ruined it for him.
Hello, Andrew.
Hey there.
He's
So now
locked and loaded.
you show up with 10 minutes left.
He's locked
Ballsy.
and loaded.
I was here for 15, but the first 5 I was nauseated. Then I typed. So there you
Now,
go.
are you still live streaming? Are you like double dipping? Or are you
Yeah,
like
you're on
streaming
right
Rogers
now.
or-
That's
Okay.
right. You're boosting my views. I need you. So,
Wait, that usually goes the other direction, Andrew.
Hi, Ksenia. Hi,
No.
Ksenia.
Is that Ksenia?
Hi, Ksenia.
Hi there.
she's on a timeout. No.
Well, if Paul gives Roger another super chat, maybe we can get Ksenia to do her bit for Roger.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, you heard the challenge.
No, I haven't seen the super chat come up yet.
Yeah. Oh, let me get it.
We're waiting. Paul's busy.
He's working. He's working.
He's checking his wallet.
God, I would not want to be in there, Paul.
There it is.
Oh,
Here we go.
okay.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Thank you so much. Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat.
Oh, double dip. There it is.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you so
Excellent.
much.
Thanks so much for that.
Yeah,
That's all they needed right now.
hence the ringing in my ears when I get to the show.
Now, Ksenia's been saying I haven't had content on my channel in a long time,
Oh yes, of course.
but I got 144 clips to edit together, and they say it's no skin off my nose. Well, it's a lot of skin off my nose. I got.
I know, that's awesome. Oh my God, war wound.
Super chat, super chat, super chat. Yes, Paul. There you go.
It's like when he holds the grandkids when they're babies. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Here, take it back.
Yeah, exactly what I did.
Gary,
So-
when did you come back from the vacation?
We got back at 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh,
We got to the airport in Cuba. They just opened up the bus doors, took our luggage out. There were 500 people lined up to get into the airport. All the computers went down and they had to write everything out manually.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, Gary? It must have been a drone that caused that.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, not in Cuba. No
It
drones
must
in
have been a
Cuba.
drone.
No. One guy apparently tried to bring a drone in last year and he ended up with 3 weeks in jail. All they gave him was a cell, a towel, and a half a bar of soap.
Oh,
And no toilet. They gave him there was a drain in the cell, and you're in there.
Oh, crap.
And you're not getting the drone back.
Oh, I bet.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
So I read that and I thought, we're leaving the Mavic at home. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh, said Troy.
Oh, Mark.
You're up.
Super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat. Yay! There you go.
I'm with Andrew.
Yeah, see? Never got his own.
Well, what I want to know is Roger up to Ksenia? Is Roger doing well as your apprentice?
Yes, definitely. I love that. It has an own spin on it.
Yeah.
It's a- Can I point something out? I never realized this moment.
Oh, no, I don't. I'm afraid to hear this.
Uh-oh.
I love that.
You and Paul are the exact same when it comes to setting people up. You both are on a 1970s sitcom. Oh, Mark, would you like to do something after? Same. The two is the exact same. Andrew, is there something you'd like to tell them now? I've never thought of that before. I never realized this moment.
So
Oh, I clicked it on
Well,
again.
that's why I paused it.
Oh, I thought you were playing with the stuff.
No.
We're gonna get in trouble.
I don't get in
Look how
trouble.
bad you made Philly. He's furious right now. I hope you're happy. Look at him.
Oh, that's serious.
We don't even talk. He's just rip roaring angry now, thanks to that.
No, I'm enjoying it. I don't have to be the show. I'm happy. I can just sit back and listen to you guys.
He's finally found somebody who's louder than he is.
Yes. Go. Take it away.
Impossible. Impossible.
All right, Mark. That's it. Oh, my
You
God.
guys are too much. You guys are too much.
Hey, Ksenia, do the two brothers fight this much always on?
See? Now, Xenia
Yeah.
set up in the
Well,
pitch.
because they always wanted to play favorites, you know.
Yeah.
Others' favorites.
Andrew was always mom's favorite.
Yeah. I wanted to play favorites. He always wanted to play doctor.
How did that guy on? I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
It's too late. I'm done. You got
Hey,
me.
super chat. Yay. Thank you, Andrew and Ksenia. There you go.
No problem at all.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, wow. Super chat.
Roger's really getting run through his. I did.
I'm doing the Paul thing. Yeah, I'm taking notes from Paul now, so I get to
Hey,
wind
Andrew.
up.
I'm wondering why the random numbers 199,
Andrew,
149.
Andrew,
I'm waiting for 32 cents.
Andrew, you're doing a good job.
I'm gonna chip off the old block. That's right.
The next one's gonna be what, $1.03?
Yeah, I know they're so bizarre and so random.
And that last one, that picture actually looks like somebody's butt. What's that about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's mooning you, Roger.
When you put that and a hot dog together, you get an interesting super chat. That's what I
There you go.
Yeah.
See, now it isn't just me that runs your show into the ground, Roger.
When the brothers get together, you're gonna get yellow coins. That's one thing you can tell.
Oh, by the way, I sent an email out to YouTube. I talked to a representative in the chat, and I sent everything to YouTube.
Good.
I got checked into it.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's it. It takes a couple. Like I say, lots of people have been getting that. You're not the only one, but it's good you send it, and at least they're aware of it because it does take a bit to get through. So,
Well, Michael had the same thing happen to his channel too.
Can I ask what happened?
Is a little bit different. What was happening to mine is people were donating today stickers, and they were getting billed, but I wasn't getting a sticker. So they were like, they buy the sticker and nothing's coming up, and they're getting billed it. And so I'm like, whoa, wait, is something wrong? So I went on, tried to send myself a sticker, and it kept saying error. But don't worry, we won't bill you. And then bam, my PayPal got hit for the amount I did it. And I'm like,
really?
So
Well, they're migrating the servers a lot right now. They're getting rid of Classic. So as a side note to everybody, once again, if you're not used to the new one, get used to it. There's
Yeah.
a new option, and that's causing complete havoc. I mean, there's all kinds of glitch upon glitches going on, and unfortunately, sometimes it gets into the money ones too. So,
what do
if
you
people
do
are-
about it? Because on my channel, I was seeing the money add up. So
Okay.
it was saying at the top that it was there. I
Right.
don't know if I got it or not. I'm going to have to go look into it to see if I got it, but it wasn't showing up this afternoon.
well, give it like 24 hours to see where it goes onto it.
Correct.
And see if it's in there. If not, go back and start off by screenshotting that you had the money put in. Like you said, it was counting up there. Go back and screenshot that because you want to send that into them as proof that something
Gotcha.
inserted that wasn't processed. So
Yeah.
It's just-
Because I didn't know about it. And I also got hit by a ton of trolls. Oh my God. Again, I know who it was.
Hey, Santiago.
Hey, Santiago.
Look at the stickers. I'm getting jealous. I love these stickers, man. They get me excited with the little dude. Whee!
they get me hitting the deck.
But Andrew, I hate to bring it up, but don't they charge you extra to put a sticker? Or do you get it? It's not anymore to buy the sticker.
No, but they
Okay.
still take 30% though.
Yeah. They still
Period.
take the standard 30, but not extra on top of it.
Not any extra because you want a sticker.
They take the same mafioso fees that they take on everything.
right, the mafioso thing.
Well, Michael's used to that since he's his last name is DiCarcio.
the Garcia.
First name Giovanni.
Giovanni.
Yeah, but I'm seeing a lot of messing up too. The count people, you go, there's 2 people, and I'm like, oh well, why is there only 2 people? And then somebody will come, no, I'm seeing 28. It's like 28. I see 2. I mean, I noticed more than 2.
There's a lot.
There's a
So
lot.
Roger, was that the same thing that was happening to you? What
Believe
did you
me.
have to respond to YouTube for?
No, me. They were.
If you don't have to say if you don't want, but
no, I mean like people doing a super chat, and the money wasn't showing up anywhere
okay.
in my account. In other words,
It would show up as a super chat on
yeah, they show up on a super chat in the chat,
wouldn't
but
get
it
it.
won't show up on my personal page on the super chat.
Okay.
And the opposite thing was happening
Yeah.
to me.
And that's
Nothing
been happening
going
a
on.
lot. Like you say, there's been other people coming in the chat saying the same thing. They're getting it happening to them. So
I'm sure it's gonna get solved out in a
Yeah.
couple of days. You got in touch with them, so it should just take a couple of days. It should
Yeah.
be fine.
I was surprised. I was talking with somebody right away when I was.
They are pretty responsive.
Yeah.
not always saying they can help you, but at least they'll
Yeah.
listen a little quicker
Yeah.
or ignore you a little faster once they find out what you got. But at least it's a step in the right direction. So they don't want to release it, but it's come out that a lot of them are quitting in record numbers on YouTube for that.
Mm-hmm.
They're burning out. There's not enough of them to keep up, not even close.
Are they doing something?
Andrew, would you say YouTube is like peaking or what?
Oh, I wouldn't call it a peak. I'm thinking the other direction. In some ways.
Going in general.
Yeah.
Meaning has YouTube seen its day?
In short, my opinion, Google has not seen, YouTube has not seen its day. It's had a lot. It's cleaning its hands a lot of channels and hoping some will go.
Okay.
There's way too many on there. They want to go more towards TV. And, you know, some people, oh, I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm going to DLive. Well, you just answered their favor. You just did them a favor. You know, that's what they're hoping you'll say. Because there's millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of channels.
Not that I'm concerned with being monetized, but is YouTube still a place for somebody like myself who could care less about monetizing and is still having fun doing what they're doing?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, you know, I just always answer that with a caution, just because somebody then will quote, and you can still work hard on here and still be a pastime. It's like a model train guy. You know, they don't just run the train around the track. They enjoy all the process of you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be like you're flexing at the teeth looking for every dollar. It's just
no. Just I'm still having fun doing what I'm doing. I do it, and you know, I whether I ever get monetized or not, I don't care. But I just didn't know if it was going to become so commercialized that it'll push somebody out like me that they don't want people who don't want to be monetized.
And
or
even
whatever,
if you do, there's somebody going to pick up the slack onto it. You know, there's always going to be a place for somebody's going to be willing to go for free and put up with a couple of advertisements they don't get a share on just so they get their stuff out. So there's always going to be a place, even if YouTube closed the doors tomorrow. There's other places to go, and that's not anytime soon. That's for sure.
We're here with YouTube all the time, but there are many people that are discovering it just now. So that means
it's
that
on the
people,
rise.
more and more every day that are going to be able to find your content that haven't even heard of it before.
Cool. So now the next question is, and anybody can chime in on this one if they know, is there or will there ever be a competitor for YouTube?
It's going to be hard. YouTube, you know, there is a lot like DLive and all these things, but in the end, people don't realize that YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world after Google.
Exactly.
It's a search engine status, and that's a whole nother plateau that's so far away. It's going to microcosm like DLive and Floatplane and all these other little ones that are popping around, and some will get more traction maybe, but they're nowhere near in the scale of like knocking YouTube out in the next year or anything like that.
Never in a way it is now, because it never will be starting at the same point like it was. Internet is different.
Yes.
Like 10 years ago.
You know, this was a whole new frontier, and they jumped into it long before anybody else. So they had such a share of the market by the time anybody else tried.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Google now. There is other search engines that try, but they'll.
Super chat. Okay. Super chat.
Rogers.
Yes, man.
Rogers.
Oh no.
What?
Paul just woke up.
There you go. And the mute button. Okay, Paul, give it all.
Go ahead, Paul.
Okay, go ahead, Paul.
Phenomena.
You never heard this one? Here.
Phenomena. There we go.
Yeah. Try hearing it about 20
Safe.
times a morning. 20 times a morning.
I loved it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He loves it as much as he loves his long lost brother.
Okay, I'm unmuted.
Oh,
God almighty. Yeah, no, we were on, and then we ended, so that's why I seen you guys were on. So we were listening in while we were closing everything up. And
Okay.
I'm still working.
I wasn't supposed to go on tonight, but I wasn't supposed to go on tonight, but Val had to work and all that, and she was very tired. And
oh,
yeah.
well, that's good. You went on, and it's Wednesday is 2 years, right? Because I meant to ask you that again.
Yeah, the 4th. Yeah.
So what do you got planned?
Nothing.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? She's like, oh, what did Roger? You know, like that. Yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. Project.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's going to be another show.
Well, I think everybody needs to show up and just
Yeah.
celebrate with Roger. I don't
Oh,
know.
definitely. Most definitely. We'll get on here, talk about politics, and everything, get the channel taken down in an hour. They'll celebrate 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be there.
There, Paul will host the whole show with the Mana puppets.
Speaking of that, Paul, I haven't seen you go live lately.
Live at 5 o'clock tonight.
You were on at 5 tonight?
An hour ago.
I missed you. I'm sorry, man.
That's okay. A lot of people missed it.
Oh my God.
Oh, my God.
Ah, look at Geeksman. It says, is YouTube broken? This is the longest I haven't heard Michael's voice for. Can somebody check his microphone?
He does have a point, Michael.
Shut up, Mark. I'm enjoying it. I like this. I'm going to memorize this setup. So, yeah, I can just sit back. You guys have a
no, Geeksvana, you caught him looking at his Cadillac through his camera.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Keep an eye on his car outside. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get running, guys. Thanks so much for having me, Roger.
Welcome back.
Okay, Gary.
It's good to be back, but I can hardly wait to leave again.
Looking forward to your video.
Back, so.
Yeah, I got to heal up first, then I'm heading out. You guys have a great
Bye,
night.
Gary.
Take care, Gary. Have a good
Talk to you
night.
tomorrow or something.
Be well.
Okay, how do I get out of here?
You can't. You're stuck.
Oh,
Oh, man. Caddy watch.
Yeah, so everybody, is this still raining down in Montreal?
I haven't looked in the last hour or so. It was like a 2 hour. Well, when we started our show, so around 7 it was. So it's
It
pouring.
was a bit of a warm day today, wasn't it?
Same in Philly, 63 degrees today, 63.
No.
Yesterday it was in the 20s. So that's pretty different, man. That's crazy.
That's like a whole like getting off a plane in a new location. That is
Exactly.
know.
I mean, it was uncomfortable.
No, well, when you're not used to it, it's a big shock to the system, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I like the cold. I enjoy it. I breathe better. It's just good for everything. Everything shrinks, you know, my sinuses.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden today is like summer. You
Yep.
know, so,
It's a tease.
yeah.
Well, one day was what 5 degrees Celsius. I had all the windows open. If we did that in the fall, it'd be oh my god, that's cold. But after the winter, it's like oh my god, this is like summer. You know, I can't. There's heat coming in and all these crazy.
So true.
Yep.
Okay, everybody in the chat, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll close at 9:30, so I'll see you all tomorrow morning.
Night,
And
everybody.
y'all take care.
Take care, guys.
See you all in the morning.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take
See you
care.
later, guys.